Got like a rag or something. I can wipe that joint off real quick. This is Trendsetter. Yeah, that's straight. Of course, if you listen to this show enough, you know sometimes I can get a little racist, and y'all know I love Netflix. So I ain't gonna lie to you, they almost made me have one of those little quick outrageous posts or tweets or something like that because I was on Netflix and I seen a joint called Trap House, and I'm like, damn, Trap House, because of course, because realistically, culturally, that is a black thing. Just Trap House is an Atlanta slang for, of course, a crack house, a drug house, or whatever the case you want to call it. So when I seen the name of it on Netflix, I'm thinking, first thing that came to my mind, I remember that Jeezy was in it recently in a movie with Trap something in it, and I know T.I. had like some little series or something that they was having on, I want to say it was on Tubi originally, and maybe still on there right now, and it was called Trap something. So I couldn't remember. So just off the top of my head, saying something to say Trap House, and I'm looking at it on Netflix, it made me automatically think like, oh, all right, cool. Well, Netflix might got something that I want to sit here and watch. And I'm still may go watch it now because, of course, the young lady from here that I always play her clips, and I'll play it real quick. And she said it was a good watch, so I may sit here and actually give it a second to watch, and I will play her clip in a minute. But just off the rip, when I looked at it, I clicked it, and I'm like, hold on. I said, hold on, let me pause it. Then I went on Google, I searched it, I put it in Trap, because the movie came out in 2025. So then I put in Trap House movie on, and I wanted to look at the cast. I said, oh, there's no black people on here. You're not about to sit here and gentrify the word Trap House, because what the hell are we doing right now? Netflix, I'm not, listen, y'all know I rock and roll with Netflix like they damn near almost a family member or something. So I don't sit here and get upset about certain things that Netflix do. But that Trap House movie, quote unquote, called a Trap House, I was like, nah, y'all got me twisted. Ain't nowhere in hell you got me a Netflix movie called, and of course, this is not a Netflix original. This movie may have came out, I don't know on what it came out on originally, but the fact that it was called Trap House and I click it and it ain't no rapper in the joint, ain't no black people in the joint. Like, and if it is a black person, I ain't, like I said, I haven't watched the movie, but when I just went and looked at the cast, it may be some mixed-ish shit on there, but it ain't no black person on there. Not for no movie to be called Trap House. Like, that to me was kind of like, damn.
Imagine your parents are DEA agents and you and your friends whose parents are also DEA agents decide you're going to rob the cartel. And no, that's not a spoiler for Trap House. It's a description because there's so much more that goes down. By the way, I'm Kim, better known as The Weekend Watch, and you should follow me because I give good shit. I'll be honest, I went into this with semi-low high hopes. Low because I ain't know nothing about this till I added it to my own list, and high only because of who was in it. Lots of familiar faces that I know and like, but I took a chance, hit play, and I'm so glad I did because this was good. Action, edgy drama, a couple twists, moments where you're yelling at the TV because it's teens who think they're grown and they're going to piss you off. Is it winning an Oscar? No. So I'm not saying it's movie of the year, but what I am saying, it's a good watch that turned out to be a pleasant surprise. So give it a chance. And if you do, meet me in the group chat and let me know what you think about it.
Again, like I said, I mean, she is one of the only people that I kind of will allow to sway my opinion on anything via TV or movies, because 9 times out of 10, for majority of the time when she does her critiques or previews on movies and stuff, 9 times out of 10, I don't disagree with her take. So I will give it a watch, probably sometime this week. But real quick, while we on Netflix, and y'all know I'm one of those people where I'm not gonna lie to you, I absolutely kind of be happy that I be late on certain shows, and a show that I'm extremely late on is Blackish. I've never seen Blackish before ever in my life. I've seen Black Ass, what is it? Black Ass F, whatever it was called, doing whatever, when they put out that version on just only on Netflix during the pandemic. I did watch that one and I did like that one. I felt like it was maybe like a couple of people on the internet that kind of really like that show, and then some people, of course, Kenya Burris is kind of like, him and Tyler Perry is damn near almost like next door neighbors when it comes to just like people overly hate on anything they do. And of course, Kenya Burr's biggest hate that people have towards him is because they feel like he got too many shows with a bunch of biracial people in there, where he like, why it's always so many. Like, I again, like I said, that's the internet. The internet will find anything to complain about. But I'm telling y'all, I'm happy as hell that I never watched Blackish before because I'm sitting on Netflix and watching this shit like it's brand new to me. And you they got 20. I mean, of course, the episodes are short because it was a what is this? I believe it was on ABC, so it's an ABC original. So of course the episodes is only like 20 minutes because of course realistically it's probably supposed to be like a 30-minute show with all the commercials or whatever. Okay, so I'm literally only on season 1, and they got 21 episodes. So for that show to last, I want to say it may have almost got like 8 seasons or something like that. So for it to last that long with that many episodes per season, that to me is kind of, you got to give a lot of like respect to and take your hat off to him to be able to pull off a show for that long, especially a show to have that many black characters in it. I believe even when they got to like season 3, I believe Wanda Sykes was on it as well. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I will give Dion Cole some credit in a minute, but he like his character kind of like low-key corny as hell on this show. But it's like, I mean, I get it. Like I have to always, I guess I gotta remember when I'm watching this, you have to remember that this is a show that was on ABC. So some of the stuff gonna be corny, but the show to me, like as a whole, man, I love that show. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And it's so crazy because that little meme of the little girl when she kind of had like that little, like she the youngest daughter with the glasses, and she kind of, I'm sure all y'all seen that meme before, when she kind of just like almost like grabbing her chest and looking down out of her glasses. I never even knew what that meme came from until I literally just seen the episode the other day with that actually happen. So again, like I said, if you are looking for something to watch on Netflix as like a comfort show and just something to watch, I mean, watch Blackish. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been watching that, John. I literally just, and that's one of them shows where it's like, I ain't even treating it like how I kind of like treat like the Parkers or Martin or the Bernie Mac show, because I grew up watching those shows. So I've seen a lot of these episodes. So when I'm just, sometimes I may just have them on just to have them on and not actually paying attention. Like this is so new to me. It's like, I'm watching these Jones, like these episodes just came out like yesterday. Again, shout out to Kenya Bird, shout out to Blackish. That is also on Netflix. So that is something that I've literally been watching. I guess let's get into a little bit of, I guess this is of course this is local Black history, and this is just Black history as a whole as well. Matter of fact, I should.
What kind of man would risk his life just
not this one? That ain't the one I'm looking for. Black history, DMV. Here we go. DC history.
It was Chocolate City, and everything was black. We always had a black mayor. City council was black. Everything was black. Ben's Chili Bowl has always been a cornerstone of the city. Bill Cosby, Bill Franklin, James Brown, everybody went to Ben's Chili Bowl when they come to the city because that was the hottest spot. All the pimps and the dope boys used to eat there. When we come off the porch, we say, you got to go to Ben's Chili Bowl. But it was Chocolate City because we was black owned and we was black, man. Now I think we in Boston or something. All these Euros that came to the city. When I came home, I said, what? I said, man, where we in Boston somewhere? After Birdman left office and they started getting different mayors, and they didn't love the city like he did. They didn't take care of the city like he did. It started eventually moving the blacks out to Oxon Hill and Manover and Alexandria. This mayor we got now, this lady, she done made it so bad for blacks in certain neighborhoods. All the whites done moved in because they don't have affordable housing for the blacks. It's just a sign of the times, how things have changed. You know what I mean? It was.
I mean, of course, like I said, that's just a little bit of Black history. I love the fact that, the funny thing is, shout outs to Gary Owens, because I'm gonna play this clip of Gary Owens, and it's two things with Gary Owens. One is like, it's so funny that he had this clip and he's talking about going to like Love and stuff and just his experience in DC. And then also there is of course, if you're on TikTok, there's a video and a couple of videos are going viral of people's opinion on Mark Bond's comments, and Mark Bonds did Earn Your Leisure. And a lot of people had different feelings on that. I may realistically, it depends on how because I feel like, but at this point, it's so much stuff going on in the world. It's kind of almost like you kind of got to find just your poison on what you feel like talking about today. But like I said, I'll play this Gary Owens thing and then we can get into some topics.
What was the one? Dream or Love? Oh, fuck me. That motherfucker. I walked in that bitch one night. I'll never forget. I hadn't been to DC in a minute, and I walked in, and it was like, literally thousands of black women. And I couldn't stop moving. I went up every floor and went down and walked up. And Gary goes, wrong? What's wrong? I go, I ain't trying to miss shit. Every time I thought I saw a bad one, a badder one walked by. I was like, what the fuck? DC different, man. I don't know why. I don't know. It's nice here. See, you know what I'm saying? You meet a girl and she got a job, though. You don't get that in every city. Motherfuckers employed in this motherfucker. It fucks my head up. Gary, can I get you a drink? What? Fuck. I be sitting at the bar just holding it. What's going on, Gary? She bought me a drink. She don't want nothing. She got a job. I'm not even gonna drink it. I just want to look at it. I want to remember this night for the rest of my life. What was the one? What was the
All right, well, let's get into it real quick. There is a conversation, of course. The end of, February is over. Black History Month is coming to an end. So, of course, that means that last week in February is CIAA. And I seen a young lady who had a viral post going, sitting here saying, bring CIAA back to Charlotte. And, of course, and the crazy thing is mayor, what's his name? Brandon Scott. Brandon Scott even chimed in on the joint, like, we won the bid and it's here forever. But I guess realistically, I'm sure Marcus may be the only person in the room that could probably really answer this question. Do you feel like has CIAA, I guess, lost its luster when it came to Baltimore? Because it's so crazy to see how many people used to make that trip down to North Carolina, where I feel like I don't see as many people talking about it now. It is realistically literally, you talking about 30 minutes with no traffic, 45 minutes, or maybe an hour with some traffic up the street, where people literally was okay with driving 4, 5, 6 hours to get down to Charlotte.
I don't know, because when was the last good one?
What you mean, CIAA, like in Charlotte?
Yeah.
This gonna sound crazy, but probably the time when Young Dolph got shot up 100 times. Like that to me was like the last big one that came out of Charlotte, because that was like the last real big conversation that came out of one of the Charlotte CIAAs. Which like I said, that's kind of crazy to say it like that, but that to me is like that. If you're talking about just something that everybody can kind of point their finger and remember that was something that happened when Young Dolph truck got shot up 100 times, and then he put out that mixtape after that.
How long ago was that? I don't even know.
That was a minute ago. I don't know.
They've been to Baltimore how long now? 2-3 years now?
Probably since it might be a little bit longer than that. Maybe since like right after the pandemic, or right towards the end of the pandemic. Yeah, you might be right. Like 3 years.
I don't know. That's kind of hard to judge.
Because I feel like it just because how many people used to make that drive, to me, I feel like and maybe just because I guess maybe people were going down there probably just for the actual like go-go's and parties and stuff. But I don't even see or hear like even just as many like Southern rappers that used to come and host CIAA parties. You don't even kind of just get none of that feeling anymore, where it's like, it's literally, I guess the cool thing for the actual players in the schools is more people who are going down there now are actually going for just the basketball games, and it's not necessarily as many like big parties, or you hearing about like, oh, I got to go to Baltimore because they got such and such. Because it used to be a big thing when it was in Charlotte. You had the CMG takeovers, and you had Bootsy and Rick Ross and all of these other people.
This weekend?
Who, Bootsy?
Mm-hmm.
That's on par for Bootsy, because that was.
That's what I said. I don't. Because I haven't been, so I don't know how. You know what I'm saying? Like, but looking at even like you looking at Quicksilver, like he doing endless parties. So I don't think it's dead.
Yeah, again, like I said, that's just something to think about. I just threw it out there because I seen the thread before I came down here. I guess real quick, I ain't gonna sit here and say last Black History, but it is a Black History fact that I do kind of want to sit here and say, because we had that conversation towards the end of the episode last week about Jackie Robinson. I do want to name when they do this. Name off 10. I hate when they do this. Naming off 10 things that Black people made up. The traffic light, and that's Garrett A. Morgan. The modern blood bank, and that is Charles R. Drew. George Washington Carver. Of course, his was the ingredients with the peanuts and stuff. What is this lady name? Marion Van Brown, and hers is home security system. Lonnie Johnson, and his was the super soaker. Alexander Miles, and his was the automatic elevator doors. Sarah Gooden, and hers was the folding cabinet. James E. West, and his was the microphone. Frederick McKinney Jones, and his was the refrigerator truck. I don't necessarily know what the hell a refrigerator truck is.
Like
Oh, guess like when you like moving ice and stuff.
Not necessarily, but food, like when they
Oh, okay, yeah,
fish and all
okay, yeah,
that
you
type
were
of stuff?
okay, yeah, okay. What is it? Shirley Ann Jackson, hers was the fiber optane. I don't know what that is. And that was it. That was all 10 of them. So again, like I said, that was just a couple of little, just to run off with a couple of little Black history facts. And real quick, just some early music takes real quick. I'm not going to lie to you. Shout out to Big X the Plug. Big X the Plug is also on that list of Spotify artists that they put out. Once they put out their top 8 new Spotify artists that you kind of need to watch out for, keep your eyes on. And Big X the Plug was #1 on that list. And he just put out, he has a joint mixtape that they about to put out under his label. His is 600 Entertainment. The first single off of there was, what is it called? 6WA. I ain't going to lie to you. That joint was like, and it's so crazy because
short as hell.
Yeah, the song was short.
Hell yeah.
But that Lord,
I thought I was trail. I'm like,
yeah, I looked at it and I was listening to it on the way here. And for some reason, maybe because of course, like sometimes if you just play the song and you just let it keep playing, like because I was in the gym listening to it and I just went to that. So it just was on. I didn't have it on repeat, but you know, sometimes if you go just to that song, it'll just keep playing that song over and over. So I thought the song was longer, but then I was driving here and I looked at it. I'm like, this song only a minute and something seconds. How did, because I mean, of course, Big X the Plug have his verse, and then it's the nigga that they comparing to Eazy-E who got his verse. I believe I forgot how he pronounced his name. What's my man name? Let me see if it's Ramo or something, like Lil Ramo. I can't remember how he pronounced his name. Matter of fact, I do gotta eat
because there's a long list of people on the damn.
No, yeah, but they all not on it. But the reason why I even wanted to bring that up because I do like I like that song, but then realistically, who has it's a couple of different little groups that people are trying to make out. Big X the Plug, of course, he got his with this 6 WA, and then of course, and the crazy thing is about what's his man, Lil Yachty, he got his on with the Concrete Boys, and he, to me, I feel like he realistically did all of them a disservice because you haven't like, so I mean, maybe sometimes, I mean, maybe he just feel like he's young, so maybe he feel like all promo, good or bad, is promo. But I feel like a lot of people may not even actually go listen to that project just because he may have rubbed people the wrong way with just what he had to say about the early 90s hip hop, and then even him putting out that horrible freestyle. But if you actually go listen to the project, it's a decent joint. Like I think one thing you can't never discredit on.
I thought you was gonna say because of him and the girl falling out.
I mean, that was a minute ago. Some people, I'm sure most people don't even remember that. Like
I thought that was the last thing that happened with them.
Oh, hell no. Nigga, we don't know where the hell you been at last week. Nigga, they been killing this nigga on every goddamn podcast and radio
show. No, before, if I'm saying, when he had to spill out with his homie on the podcast, then the girl came out.
Yeah, but all of that was like a year some change ago.
I mean, I don't. I said that was the last thing I heard.
Nah, he definitely, they was dragging him all week. But again, like I said, that Concrete Boy project is a decent joint. Like they just, one thing you can't never discredit Lil Yachty on. He know how to pick out some good beats. He know how to make catchy hooks. So if you're just looking for some music with not no real substance to it, but just kind of got a little bop and a little groove to it, he has his, of course, his rap group is called the Concrete Boys. And then also,
what is that like? Is it like a be like underground? What you
like
mean? The group, like it's like an underground type of. Like backpack kind of.
Nah, ain't no backpack. They on some. I can't even say they on some Lil Yachty. I mean, it's on some. They just got some. I can't even explain what it is. It's rap music, but it's like some catchy, like some little vibey shit. It ain't nothing like with some. Nobody. I think one thing I would say I would wish he may have had is like somebody in the actual group that can kind of just like bar people up, and that is, I think, what I do like with what Big X the Plug is actually doing. One, because Big X the Plug can rap better than Lil Yachty. So if you're just going off of the people who are just the head person in each group, he just rap better. But then Denzel Curry has a group. I forgot the name of Denzel Curry group, and they recently just put out a project. So I just like the fact that a lot of these hip hop groups are sitting here just putting together, or some of these people who have bigger platforms, and they just putting together some of their people that they may actually like, who can rap and help trying to give them an extra light. But I believe in Denzel Curry group. He got ASAP Ferg in the group with him. So that, I mean, you do what you want with that information. Real quick, I will play just the trailer for this 600, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I like this Big X the Plug joint. That one song, I like that way better than that whole Lil Yachty project. But again, like I said, I did add a couple of songs from that Lil Yachty Concrete Boy to my gym playlist. But again, like I said, it's not nothing to write home about. I just think that Lil Yachty kind of did himself a disservice by putting out the extra negative press where people may not just give that project an honest listen just because they feel some type of way about Lil Yachty this week.
Tell us your name and where you're from.
Big Extra Plug. I'm from Dallas, Texas.
My name is Osama. I'm from Paris, Texas.
Young Hood, I'm from Corsicana. I was raised in North Dallas.
Murder Gang PB, and I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
Kind Music from Monroe, Louisiana, raised in Dallas, Texas.
My name Kevin God Benz or GB, and I'm from Dallas, Texas.
What is 6WA?
6WA is Sixers with Attitude.
A family, a group of people who basically we're just trying to express ourselves in our own words. Let them know like what we've been through, what we've overcome, and where we came from.
And what does it mean to you?
It means a lot to me. Me and my boys came up with it in Charlotte. Just a way of expressing ourselves about all the legal things that have been going on with us.
We tired of people coming at us how they was coming at us, knowing that we couldn't do nothing.
And the reason again why I just like because the song was super short, but I like the fact that just the tone that they set, because it kind of make you have a actual appetite for the project, and it will make you get. I mean, again, I think if you somebody who actually just like Big X the Plug music, or you've been paying enough attention, I think realistically Big X the Plug is one of those people that you kind of don't got no choice but to kind of just give his music a listen, because you don't want to. And I hate the fact that there's so many people where it's like, because somebody is not your, maybe not your cup of tea, or maybe not from your area, I think a lot of people don't give some of these newer artists a real honest listen. And again, like I said, Spotify did put out their list of new artists to pay attention to. I should just run it off real quick since we are talking about Big X the Plug, who I know Sexy Red was on their list. I want to say Glorilla was on that list. It was Big X the Plug. Who else? Rod Wave was also on that list. And I feel like I'm missing one or two other people off that list. Spotify, Big X the Plug, Glorilla. Oh yeah, Central C and Lil Tecca and Doechii. So and Baby King. So, but to me, realistically, if we just going off of just, I think off right now, I mean, just off of that list, Big X the Plug, Glorilla, Doechii, and Rod Wave are probably realistically the ones that's a little bit harder to deny on their impact already just in the music industry right now. So again, like I said, shout out to Big X the Plug. I will be listening to that project whenever it dropped. That was a great single. And just to keep it short and kind of keep it sweet, where you didn't overdo it, and now you're going to have people kind of wanting to see what the rest of the group can do. I like the fact of the way he did it. So again, and just even coming in with that Easy E, John, like that sometimes when you sit here, one calling your group 6WA, and you know that people gonna compare it to NWA, you can't, and you have to come out strong, and you got to come out rapping for real. You kind of can't come and play around again, i.e. what Lil Yachty was doing with the Concrete Boys. You got to kind of set the tone early for yourself to kind of earn people respect, because NWA, that bar is extremely high, so you got to kind of over deliver also when you sit here using that type of name for yourself. And I guess my last little music piece that I got before we can get into some real topics is Lil Baby. Lil Baby, I think people, it's so crazy how many people just kind of just try to discredit Lil Baby and not give him the actual credit that he deserves, especially during the pandemic when he kind of realistically put himself in a different category when we were talking about putting an album together, and an album doing extremely all types of numbers. And I even think when people didn't pay attention, when Billboard, I want to say they put it as the best rap album of the 20th century. And when they say the 20th century, I believe that's the 2020s.
I'm going to read you some crazy stats and records about Lil Baby's My Turn. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it. Okay, what do we got?
Billboard named it the biggest rap album of the 21st century because it spent 128 weeks in the top 10 of the top R&B and hip-hop's album chart, setting the record for the most weeks ever.
That's ridiculous.
Pretty crazy. Next up, this one kind of blew my mind. This is the album that has the most gold and platinum certified songs. Bro, 25 of the songs on that album are certified gold or platinum.
So this is for any album that was released this decade?
Any album ever, bro.
Wait, hold on, like ever?
Yep.
Okay, all right.
Any rap album in history, which is absolutely insane. Next up, the album is certified 4 times platinum already, which is really impressive.
And this dropped back in 2020, right?
2020, exactly. It's the most streamed ATL hip-hop album on Spotify with over 4 billion streams, which is also pretty nuts. It's the only rap album this decade to sell 2 million plus copies in a single calendar year, which was 2020. Another crazy fact, it's the most streamed rap album of the 2020s in the US and the highest selling rap album of the 2020s in the US. Also, it has spent 6 consecutive years on the Billboard 200 chart, it's literally never left, bro. Since it came out, I feel like right now, it's on top of Music by Playboi Carti, like at this point in time.
That's ridiculous.
On the chart.
But I do feel like it's one of those forever albums, bro, that's going to be constantly in rotation for so.
And you know, and the reason why I wanted to play that and give Lil Baby his credit, because I feel like so many people try to use Lil Baby as like a punching bag and try to talk crazy about Lil Baby. And I even seen a video was going viral. Lil Baby and Young Thug was in the car together, and people like, "Oh, I hope y'all going to go see Gunna." Again, because the internet can create its own narratives, and that's why only reason why sometimes you have to use some of these Billboard numbers and some of these Spotify numbers to kind of just remind people that yeah, your opinion is okay, but your opinion isn't law, and it's kind of realistically more trolling than actual facts. Look, I'm just to be clear, Gunna does not own a project, and I remember we had this conversation before. He doesn't own a project nowhere near close to nothing with these type of numbers at all. There's not, and that's not even just like me just sitting here saying, "Oh, I'm a bigger Lil Baby fan than I'm a Gunna fan." No, this is just facts. And again, I think sometimes because Lil Baby is not one of those people who are super outspoken, doesn't do a bunch of beating his chest, or he's not somebody like Drake. And that's why even when I'm thinking about it now, I'm not mad at Drake for always constantly throwing the numbers in people's face and reminding people how many, number one albums he didn't had, or how many albums he done sold, or how many platinum singles he done had. Because again, with somebody like Lil Baby who doesn't talk about things like that, or doesn't even kind of hold his hat on that, it kind of goes under the radar, and people can kind of play on your name and make it seem like other artists are bigger than you, or they didn't put out more hit records than you. And just on facts, that's nowhere near close nor true. And he did this during the pandemic, where a lot of people wasn't getting in their car every day listening to your local radio station because you didn't have to go to work. You wasn't even, the clubs was closed. So even for that song even for him to have such a huge song like We Paid kind of got even bigger when people actually got a chance to go outside, and you can kind of get, that was like the song that people were couldn't wait to get into a club and turn up to. Yeah, We Paid. I ain't going back like Jock. Like, for him to have all of that, I do think you got to give Lil Baby a lot more credit, for one, for not constantly beating his chest on his music success, and then two, that kind of really do these numbers, and to have so many people kind of discredit you, and you kind of just like, I got these stats and these numbers to back me up, and I never say anything about it. So again, like I said, shout out to Lil Baby, and my turn is turned 6 years old. So again, like I said, shout out to Lil Baby, because that is, to me, something that you kind of got to give somebody a lot of credit for. Real quick, because I did talk about CIAA. I should have played this right after I talked about it.
Fayetteville State CIAA champions. If you know, the greatest college basketball tournament in existence, man. Ezekiel Kennedy, the 6th man of the year in the CIAA, was 1 for 9 in the championship game yesterday. But that's okay, because the shot he took after the game, he hit that nothing but net. He proposed to his girl. We love black love here. Yeah, February is over. Black History Month is over, but we always gonna celebrate that, man. Shout out to Ezekiel and his fiance. They going to the NCAA tournament, Division II, man. Gotta love it, man. Fayetteville State stand up, CIAA stand up, man. The greatest shot in CIAA tournament history. At least top 3 in my book, man. Look, she jumped on me, everything. You gotta love it, and she happy. Yeah, you.
Again, because we talked about this, of course, when we talked about Young Thug a couple of months, or maybe a couple of months ago now at this point, when he proposed to his girl at work, basically. But again, I said, I think it just depends on how much people like you or dislike you, on if they will give you credit for your proposal style. And again, for them to be so young and they to do this at a college game at the CIAA, realistically, I think there's something that you will never forget. And especially, I mean, of course, the sad thing is about most kids that do play in the CIAA is because you're playing at the HBCU. So even your chances of going to the NBA may not be as great. So to sit here and kind of have this moment and solidify this moment for yourself as one of your elite college moments and memories, that to me is fire. And you won't never see nobody, like, people will champion this and be like, oh, that's so cute, it's black love. And you see all the people, the cheerleaders around him, his teammates around him, and everybody's super excited for him. So I do just kind of wanted to highlight that, because it is one of those cool memories that you kind of get to make with your I guess maybe probably your high school sweetheart or somebody you may have met at college. I do think that's kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. What else is going on in the world? I guess we can kind of get into the mess now and get into the regular things. So, of course, the crazy thing is, last week while we were performing, I said about while we was performing, while we was recording, that little the Tourette's thing came out, and I didn't even play it or even make it, because to me, I feel like I would kind of almost be, one, I'm just too childish, because that shit was funny to me. I wasn't about to sit here and get in an outrage. When I heard it, I laughed, because it was just funny as shit. And I can't sit here and be a hypocrite, because I sit here and came on here and I bigged up what's the white girl with her show on HBO Max? What is her name? Is it damn, I'm mad I can't remember her name, but I know I used to just watch it after Unravel would go off. I would sit here and watch her show that she had on, and I know she's super popular on TikTok. And of course, she never said anything racist, but I know I always just be laughing at when she be having her little ticks, even when her family would take her, like try to take her out like for her birthday or something. Because I remember one of those episodes, she had a birthday joint, and they was trying to take her to like a it wasn't even like a Dave and Buster's. It was like a more of a like, it was a country version of like Dave and Buster's. They like had games and it was out in the open. But her family used to be embarrassed when they would go out in public and she'd just get the yelling out and just saying stuff. So I didn't, for me personally, watching that, I didn't feel any type of way. But one thing I will sit here and say about Amanda Seales is you can feel however you want about Amanda Seales, and sometimes she get it right, sometimes she don't. But I ain't gonna hold you. Amanda Seales got it right with this one, and I will play Amanda's Seales' thoughts on this one because I totally agree with her when I say and seen this.
Let them crackers be amongst themselves. I'll keep showing up to these racist ass places and expecting racism not to happen. Stop supporting this shit. Let them crackers be amongst themselves. You know, I don't know why we keep showing up to these places expecting respect. Okay, Kerbin, you had 3 strikes and you are out. You had nothing valid to say. You asked me twice about Dr. Umar and then asked would I consider dating a man younger than me. Go away. I just don't see the point. Why are you going to the Oscars, to the BAFTAs, like Ryan Coogler, whose work I love and who I respect, is gonna go to the Grammy. It's gonna go to the Oscars. And his whole movie is about how assimilation is what.
So again, what she was basically saying here saying, I totally agree with y'all. Know I stand firmly on that. That's why I don't even really care about none of the awards. But I understand for people who, if you are in the actual entertainment business, for some of these people, these awards mean a lot to them. But you can't sit here, though. You went overseas to sit here and go to this award ceremony because I believe this is a UK award show, and you sit here and went over there, and you can't, like, you mad that they sit here and air this, and they allowed this dude to come here and say these, like, say nigga, and they didn't blur it out. And of course, you know, after the Nelda story that came out, they just sit here and blurred out other things that other people was yelling out during the award show. But my only thing of it is one, nobody would be talking about this award show today or when it happened last week if this dude didn't scream out this thing. And again, it's just like what she just said, that your whole movie of Sinners was supposed to be sitting here kind of like gatekeeping and keeping the white people out a little bit. So why are you sitting here getting on a flight to sit here and go to an award show that nobody else even would never know nothing about? So you can't sit here like we can't. Me personally, I'm not about to get upset about an award show I don't even think that you should have been at in the first fucking place. Like, that's on you. Like, you can't sit here and want niggas to be like, because that ain't, we can't sit and say, oh, we're going to protest this award show. And we're not, because you don't even know nothing about it. I'm never going, when it comes on again next year, I'm not going to know nothing about it. Wouldn't care about it. Not going to care about it the year after that. Didn't care about it the last 5 years or however many other years it was going on. So again, sometimes with some of these things, it's like, y'all be chasing that white validation a little too goddamn hard, dog. I ain't gonna hold you like that. To me, just like you gave this award show an actual conversation piece that nobody would have had if you didn't go there. So again, like I said, I mean, I can bang. You can bang with Ryan Coogler.
When it comes to the movies, with whatever award shows do they have?
I mean, they won awards last night at the hold on, let me go. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you, I ain't gonna lie to you. Nicki Minaj may got some of the craziest fans. I'll play it real quick.
Also, to just take a moment to the 2 kings who are in this audience and just send you so much love for your class, and that is Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo. That's so sweet. Because some people didn't feel like standing up, and then other people had, and they felt guilty, like Sterling was like, damn.
So, and this is the NAACP Awards, and of course, shout out to Nucci because he did win his award, and we talked about that last week. So, of course, Deion Cole was hosting these awards, and he had jokes for Nicki Minaj, and I'm talking about the Bobs absolutely went crazy on him, started doxing him. His mom passed, and they pulled up pictures of his mom saying crazy things to his mom. But again, Yo, you can celebrate and go to your own awards. I think sometimes you lend your coolness too much and we just do it too freely for that validation. So it's like, it's hard for me to sit here and feel sorry for you. You went chasing that white validation. So I can't be mad when a white person disrespects you. Like that's sitting here saying like I'm like imagine me sitting on this podcast every week and be like, man, I ain't never dating no black women. I only love my white queens. And then I sit here and go get in a relationship with a white girl and she take me home to Thanksgiving and her family violate me. Then y'all think I'm supposed to come on this show and sit here and ask y'all to sit here and boycott her family because they violated me on Thanksgiving? Like, look, what are we talking about? Like that to me, just sometimes it just don't make sense. Like you can't sit here and go chasing waterfalls. Like I'm just cool on that. Like, bro, I don't have no sympathy for these niggas with that.
Lord, we want you to bless our sister Nicki Minaj, Lord. Yes. She's been going through a lot lately, Lord. It hasn't been herself, Lord. I believe whatever's in her ass is affecting her brain, Lord. Take it out of her ass, Lord. We bind that spirit in her ass, Lord. Definitely. Oh, come on, y'all gotta pray with me, all right? Bow our heads, let's go. Lord, I want you to bless our sister Tiana Taylor, Lord. Keep her single and away from 6'3" green-eyed men with muscles, Lord. Give the average man a chance with her, Lord. Hell, give the average woman a chance with her as well. Lord, I want you to bless our brother 50 Cent, Lord. Damn it. But that pettiness be getting our day going by fast at work, don't it? You know what, Lord? Bless him with some more petty ideas, Lord. That'll help us at work, Lord, definitely. Lord, we want you to bless our sister Nicki Minaj, Lord. Yes. She's been going through a lot lately, Lord. It hasn't been herself, Lord. I believe whatever's in her ass is affecting her brain, Lord. Take it out of her ass, Lord. Oh, come on, y'all got we bind that spirit in her ass, Lord.
You said what you say?
They censored them saying nigga.
I guess. I mean, it's at the BET Awards, so I mean, maybe I don't know. Probably, I'm sure they did. But again, like I said, shout out to Deion Cole. Nicki Minaj fans is just crazy. Like I can't even believe that she actually still got fans that's really just defending her. That to me is probably the craziest thing out of it all. Like, dog, you know, like especially as if you watching the actual news right now and then just seeing how like I can't even believe this shit. I'm more surprised that she actually still got fans that's willing to crash out behind her than actually just how crazy they are. Like I can't even believe that. But again, like I said, man, just go to where your people are.
I think that's her fan base, not just one-sided. I mean, to be honest with you, I think her fan base probably more on that side than it is in the black side.
I mean, maybe, I guess. I mean, obviously, I mean, she still got fans. So I mean, if you thought that she didn't have fans, all you gotta do is go look at Deion Cole's comments, and he might have cut his comments off by now. I don't necessarily know, but I know he did post like some of the even just to sit here and talk about somebody. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, though. Like you see here, he made that joke, and let's be clear, that joke wasn't even super crazy for you to sit here and be trying to violate this man's mom. And again, I may sound like a hypocrite later on when we talk about Damani again. And again, real quick, I do want to sit here and say, just man, like, share, and subscribe. If you don't have no other reason to tell people to go listen, all you have to do is go back. What was that? Almost 2 weeks now. But I put out the clip recently on TikTok. And we were sitting here shouting Damani out because he did put out his Valentine's Day project. And then Marcus asked, like, damn, why people don't talk about him? So I like the fact that we talked about him 2 weeks ago before it even became a cool thing to sit here and talk about him now and highlight him and how fire he actually is as a rapper. I do, again, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. If you don't have no other reason to tell your friends to be like, hey, well, at least, man, these niggas be up on the newer music that you kind of already need to have your ear locked into, and you don't have to wait for a nigga to sit here and go absolutely ape shit on 50 Cent. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. That little nigga walked 50 Cent down like a goddamn, he walked 50 Cent down. And like, he did that shit where it's like, if Kendrick Lamar didn't do what he did to Drake, I could argue and sit here and say, did Damani may have probably he might got the toughest goddamn diss song in the last 10 years if you take out of all the Kendrick Lamar stuff. Like, you can't, if you sit here and say, all right, if I'm not counting what Kendrick did to Drake, Damani, that way he took his time with 50 Cent on that Sorry Miss Jackson joint was absolutely top tier ridiculous. And I'm talking about like it was kind of almost realistically, it was like Meet the Grams for the Kendrick Lamar Drake joint, but it was a lot more disrespectful. Like, again, shout out to Damani. I just like the fact that he just made me look like a goddamn genius. Because even that video of us talking about him 2 weeks ago, like I said, that joint started to even go viral when he originally put out that first night he put out that joint. I went and seen, looked at my TikTok like, goddamn, shout out to Damani. He made me look like a damn genius. And again, like I said, shout out to the NAACP awards. That was their 57th award ceremony. And again, I ain't gonna lie to you, Nicki Minaj fans, y'all gotta tighten up. Like, y'all really need to tighten up a lot. I guess we can kind of, before we get into some serious stuff. And this is one of the reasons why I kind of just wouldn't personally want to I don't necessarily know if I want to date a celebrity, because I would be mad if, like, and again, I told you, I don't think the Justin LaBoy, Coi Leray relationship is real anyway. But I would be, if this was my actual girlfriend, I would be mad at Blueface. If I woke up and I heard Blueface saying this.
Let me know who got the best.
The best rapper female?
Yes.
Yeah. I say Coi Leray has the best. I probably have as far as rapper.
Yes. She's so cute. She's so cute. She's cute.
She was fine. She was fine. No, I missed that list.
Miss that.
Like, dog, you know how mad I would be if I sit here and I just woke up on a Sunday morning and I see a video going viral with Blueface in here saying he missed hitting my girl. Like, dog, you know how pissed that would make me, dog? Like, that shit would have my eye try, man. Oh my God. Like,
hold on, you'd be more pissed than that the dude with the Moneybag Yo, baby mother? Yeah, I wouldn't.
Oh no, not more than that one.
Yeah.
That one is kind of crazy. For people who don't know what we're talking about, so it's I want to say this dude, he owned like a pet website. Like the joke, I don't necessarily know if it's I didn't go and try to see what the actual app was, but just as what it was listed as, it's called, what is this called? Pet Mate, I believe it's called Pet Mate. Let me look and see. What's the name of his joint? Is it called the CEO? I believe his joint is called Pet Mate.
Like dating that?
Nah, it's like it's called, it's my bad, it's called Puppy Mate. I don't know what it is. I didn't sit here and try to go like look at the app store and see what it actually is, but he is the CEO of Puppy Mate. His name is Karen Henson. He spelled his name Car-O-N Henson. So again, like I said, he was dating allegedly, and it is so crazy, but like how crazy the world is. And I won't sit here and give out too much information, but one of this girl's friends DM'd me on TikTok and was like, "This nigga's a liar. He just mad because he gay." I was like, and I asked him like, "How you know that? Like, are you like you really know this girl?" And she literally DM'd me a video of her and this girl like at a birthday celebration. So I was like, "All right, cool. I just take your word for it." But again, for people who don't know, this gentleman got on social media and basically was upset that Moneybag Yo and people and I'm sure most people didn't know that Moneybag Yo had a newer baby, but he was mad that Moneybag Yo had to come and visit his daughter at his house that he pays all the bills for. So if you don't get what I'm saying, this gentleman, whoever this the dude who owned PetsMate, he's dating a young lady the mom of one of Moneybag Yo's newer kids. So of course, most people realistically didn't know that Moneybag Yo had a newer child, and that kind of goes into, of course, the Ari Fletcher Moneybag Yo thing, and that makes people sit here and question even if their relationship is real or how their relationship has a lot of flaws in it, and it just looks super kind of like it don't seem real to a lot of people. And this kind of sit here and be like, damn, does Ari know about this kid? So that's a conversation all on its own, but kind of keeping it back into what you see here saying is the part of it. And I seen some people like, why he got to bring it to the internet. And I said, and he was basically saying, why does Moneybag Yo have to come and see his daughter at a house that I pay all the bills at? Moneybag Yo got money. He got booked for a show in Miami. Why can't he sit here and why couldn't he get a hotel, whatever hotel room he in? Why couldn't you take your kid there? And that kind of made it seem like, oh, maybe this girl they really trying to keep this baby a secret. And this dude kind of just blew their spot up for real, because he got a point. Like, why did this nigga got to come to my house? I pay the bills here, and you see, and I know, and I'm sure for most people, if you have ever dated a single mom and she's fresh and talking about like a brand new baby and she fresh out of that relationship, she don't have nothing good to say about the nigga. She never ain't got nothing good to say about him. So I'm sure that this woman at some point in time didn't dog to this dude, especially if he coming footing all the bills, saying his hand, he bought her a car, whatever the case may be, because she did. Realistically, she did not deny nothing that she said. All she said here and just said is, oh, this nigga clout chasing and he gay and he hurt because he bought me a car. He could come and take the car back. And I'm like, all right, cool. So she didn't deny that she got a brand new kid with Moneybag Yo. She didn't deny that this nigga was at the house. You just basically sitting there saying him bringing it to the internet and him tagging Moneybag Yo is him clout chasing. I don't listen to what I'm saying. I hear people who say it's clout chasing, but at the same time, I was sitting here and ask you, do you think that this man got actual a way that he can sit here and send this text message to Moneybag Yo? Especially if he got to pay for daycare, and the girl did put up her screenshot and saying she paid for all her own daycare. She had the bills. I mean, the receipt to the daycare information or whatever the case may be. So I don't necessarily know how much of that part is true, but at the same time, I feel him like if I'm paying bills here, why the fuck do this? Especially if, and it's a difference if me and him is cool. Like if I'm sure if him and Moneybag Yo actually had their own type of relationship where some people, of course, if you're co-parents and they may have their own relationship, so it will be okay.
Y'all don't have to be cool. If you don't like it, then don't mess with somebody that got a baby. You don't have to be cool with him to come past here and pick his child up. See it. You don't have to be cool with him.
What you mean? I don't have to be cool. If it's my house, I pay the bills. What you mean? I don't have to be cool with him.
So then don't deal with somebody that has a child. So you mean to tell me that they can't just come and pick their child up and leave?
No. He didn't just come and pick this child up. He came and see the kid at his house. You're not coming and kicking a bobo in my house that I pay the bills in. And again, this is a woman with a new kid. Because she's almost daycare, you don't put kids 6 and over in daycare. So this means this baby is what, 4 and under?
I was at private school.
No, daycare. So you talking about this is a 2 or 3-year-old? Yeah, you not. Why is he coming in?
You would have a problem if she went off and took the baby to the hotel. And
that's not. Well, I'm only. You add. No. Listen, what I'm saying. You're adding extra sauce on it. He said I would be okay if you could go take this kid to go see this nigga at a hotel or in his Sprinter or whatever else. Why do he got to come in my house that I pay the bills in? And I'm with him because you cannot. There's not a woman. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't care if y'all sitting here saying I'm sitting here bunching all women in. There ain't no woman with a fresh ass baby this cool with her fucking baby father. She's a single mother and got anything good to say about him. So if you come into a relationship and you shit talking about your baby daddy all the time, I've got questions. Why the fuck is he in my house? Because you ain't had nothing good to say about this nigga, and you obviously couldn't have nothing good to say if I gotta pay all the bills. You got a brand new baby with a fucking rapper, and he's sitting here, quote unquote, buying his girlfriend these cars and all these bags and shit. Why he ain't helping in this goddamn house? Why I gotta sit here and foot the bill? If I gotta foot the bill, guess what this nigga can't do? Come in my house and sit here and have no goddamn kiki and visit his daughter once in a blue moon. At my house, on my dime, ain't no way in hell. You and him, that nigga better figure that shit once out of the hotel. Like that don't make, you can't even make that make sense. How? There's no way. It ain't no, don't talk to no woman with guess what? Well, tell bitches to stop having kids and fucking.
Tell niggas to stop impregnating them then, and we won't have this conversation.
Hey, it take 2 to tangle. It
right,
take 2.
So
it
you
take
still
2.
blaming the woman, then
I'm blaming every fucking body, but that bitch gonna take that blame on this one because that's my house. I pay the bills. If I pay the bills,
what do you pay? That has no bearing on anything. You know,
if I wasn't talking to you, but if I wasn't talking to you,
then it would be the next nigga in this house that my child.
No. You're in my house.
What?
You're in my house.
How you know they didn't buy the house together? It don't.
Man, come on. I'm not buying no house with no bitch that I ain't married to. Come on, let's be fucking for real.
Well, you bought her a car.
Yeah, listen to me clear. This nigga can still be a trick. I ain't saying he's not a trick.
You paying all the bills, so you mad because what you think she playing you, then that's on you. You can't tell nobody their person can't, that whoever they are can't come see their child.
Man, in my house?
Then you mess with somebody that has a child.
But I think that the whole problem is Moneybag Yo. You got this.
So you're insecure?
No, that's not insecure.
Why would I be insecure?
Listen
to what you said. Hold on, Marcus, hold on. Tell me, why would I be insecure if I'm paying all the bills? What the fuck am I insecure about?
Because you know he got more money than you. And he can.
How do you don't know that? How do you know that?
Why? He's not taking care of his
Why don't you know that? If he's Moneybag Yo, how does he not have more money?
We had this let's be real. We had this conversation like 3 weeks ago. What's the last fucking Moneybag Yo song that any of us know? We had this conversation before this even happened. So we not about to sit here and make it like that Moneybag Yo got more money than this thing. He put this bitch.
Find a girl that don't have no kids now. How about that?
Hey, I'm sure he wants to at this point.
Yeah, I would too.
Okay, well then do that.
But that's what
you moved a woman with a child into your house and you gonna tell her go to a hotel when your baby father want to come see her?
Yeah, why not?
Fuck no. Then be by yourself.
But listen what you just said.
No,
hold on. Listen what you just said. You just sit here and say he got more money than me. So why can't he sit here? He ain't gotta get a hotel. He gonna get an Airbnb. He could do whatever to go see this fucking kid. Why do he gotta come in this motherfucker?
And you would have a problem if I took it. It don't matter what you're saying on the internet. You would have a problem if we both went to the hotel and stayed. You would probably have, because you pay all the bills and I do this and I do that.
Why would I have a problem? It's not my kid.
Yeah, that's good.
It's not my kid. Why would I have a problem about a nigga seeing his kid? I'm just saying you can see him not in my house.
No, but that's my problem.
What's the difference?
But no, my problem
is he. What is he doing on your dime? Coming to spend time with his child?
His daughter live here.
Yeah.
Why so this is what I'm saying. You're comfortable enough for him to come where we stay at, but you're not comfortable enough to get money from this nigga to take care of his kid.
Well, who know? I don't know. Don't nobody know the circumstances between them?
We know this is a secret baby, and that's why you ain't going to no damn hotel to see him. Wait, come on, we not about to be stupid now. There's a reason why you didn't want this girl to bring this baby in a fucking public place, and why nobody. This is the first time anybody hearing about this kid.
Hold on,
how? I feel some type of way that you hiding a baby from the fucking world, and you want me to sit and I'm footing the bill for it. You're absolutely right. I feel some type of way.
You know from off the rip, you should have never fucked with me.
But Hub, could I ask you a question? So if the roles were switched, right, and you came home, right, and your significant other, his baby mother in there with the baby, you would have a problem with that, right?
Yes,
you
would. And it would be nothing wrong with it. It would be nothing wrong with you sitting here.
You would have a problem with that.
It'd be no reason. If you came in there and you wanted to beat the shit out of that girl and that nigga, I wouldn't even be mad at you. I would respect it. If you needed some bail money, I got you. Because I wouldn't be mad about that. Because there's no way in hell that a motherfucker, you not where I fucking pay bills at. Hell no.
And there was no conversation?
What you mean there was no conversation?
I'm sure it wasn't no conversation.
And you know it wasn't because you see him. Now you're telling me that the nigga gay. He wasn't gay when he bought you that fucking car. He ain't gay when you fucking laying your fucking nappy ass head in his bed every night. Come on, man. I hate that shit. Don't sit here and tell me a nigga fucking gay after he done sit here and bought you a fucking Range Rover and you sit here paying all the bills. Like, come on, dog, stop. Like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Then I'd be fucked up. I put all y'all asses out.
Yeah, I'll be the fuck nigga. And then I'll be looking like, what's my man, Black Zach, what he did to Rennie Rucci. Like, I'll be looking crazy. They're like, nah, come on, dog. That girl is fucking crazy for hiding a baby for Moneybag Yo. And Moneybag Yo is a wild nigga for sitting here, even allowing a brand. And again, to me, you the man who should not get no discredit is the man who sit here and say, you absolutely right. I came into this young lady life. She got a kid. I put a roof over her and her kid house. The real fuck nigga in this situation is Moneybag Yo. Realistically, because why the hell is a nigga, you got a brand new baby here, even if you wanted to keep the baby a secret. If you wanted to keep it a secret, you should have put this girl in somewhere to stay. But again, like I said, I don't necessarily know how much bread Moneybag Yo actually got because again, we had this conversation a couple of weeks ago. When the last time we listened to a Moneybag Yo song? Again, only time we talk about this nigga if it's some dating shit. He's a rapper. So again, like I said, that to me is that will be the biggest.
Shit, he got what, 8 kids?
I don't know how many kids he got, but this nigga's a wild nigga. And that girl, like, man, come on. That's how people, again, to me, that's how people get killed. And we can kind of roll it right into this right here.
Police say Andre Smith in the green hoodie shot up his ex-girlfriend's house on Valentine's Day. It happened here on Baldwin Street. His felonies qualify for bail in New York, but he was sent home with an ankle bracelet and told where he could and could not go. What does RPD think should have happened to him in court?
There needs to be accountability. There needs to be accountability to these offenders, and we need to incorporate victims into this because right now the victim is left out to dry.
So you believe that he should have been detained?
Absolutely.
The city court judge is Van White. Judges are barred by law from commenting on active cases. But in court today, he said he was forced to remove the monitor when there was no hearing. The Willow Domestic Violence Center says domestic violence in Rochester is 3 times the state average. It's higher in Monroe County, too.
In a statement for this story, Willow writes, in part, we respect the role of the court and the independence of the judiciary. And we also believe that our community deserves a coordinated response that prioritizes survivor safety, accountability, and the reality of domestic violence risk. They call domestic violence a public safety crisis.
I played that because I'm not gonna lie to you. Hearing that story again, I say this all the time. I understand why sometimes women just don't even sit here and try to even go to these courts for these domestic violence situations. Because it's like, how the hell did somebody shoot at my house on Valentine's Day and they get out on bond? Like how? And this is a young kid and this is a young dude. So you see, he said she got shot at her mother's house. So you see, here saying like, how does I don't understand that one. Like hearing that story, I'm like, how the hell did he get a bond? And it'd be so crazy because you hear how many people get stuck in jail for lesser crimes than this and they get out on bond. Like this ain't him hitting her. He shot at her house and he's out on bond. Like how the hell does that even happen? Again, like I said, that's why this world is goddamn crazy though. Like every day,
because I think it's the same like who called first. So like I think it's one of those like
for somebody to shoot up your house.
No, but I think they just take whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those like we just take I guess whoever calls, or you know what I'm saying, like not knowing what actually.
No,
you know,
I listen. What I'm saying, I get it. If that was a this to me is not a regular domestic violence situation. This is like he literally shot at the girl's house.
So was they like they was together, or he?
I
just
don't know
got-
what the
See,
situation
that's
is,
what
but
that's
it
what-
don't. But it's no. But you can't tell me there is no scenario where how the fuck do he get a bond? You gotta think about realistic. If we talking about somebody for like Lord Durk, this nigga Lord Durk is sitting here in jail with no bond on some he say she say. You trying to use this nigga rap lyrics for a goddamn to hold him in court. This nigga literally did it. And the girl told you, like, hey, he did it, he shot, and you sit here letting him out on bond. It's crazy, dog. Again, like I said, man, the times in the world that we live in right now is absolutely insane. I guess realistically, while we here, let's kind of bring it locally real quick. First off, thoughts and prayers to whoever was on 495 in I guess this was Alexandria, Virginia. I look like it may be going towards Dulles. I couldn't really tell from the original call. I played a 911 call first, and then I'll play the news report.
Out 701 Delta 700 Bravo. I'm going to start you to a public service 495 southbound prior to Little River Turnpike. We're getting multiple calls of a male subject stabbing several people on 95. It started out as a property damage crash, and now he's stabbing people with a knife. Car 70 Bravo, you direct.
K95 reference. I'm direct. Start the K9, please.
10-4, K95, go.
VSP just announced shots fired.
And BSP just announced shots fired. 10-4. Are you en route, K9?
10-4, go ahead and add us. We're 50 in Stringfellow.
10-4. Shots fired.
All right, real quick, before I play the news report, though, again, when I sit here and say this world every day gets so much crazier, where it's like, dog, this man end up stabbing people who was just kind of like, I guess where it's like, you want people to be good Samaritans. Like if you see a car accident, you want people to pull over and check and see if people are all right. But it's like, damn, dog, like this nigga killed somebody's dog in this situation. Like it just be like you can't even be a good Samaritan. Like in this world, and again, it's so messed up because you don't want to sit here because God forbid if this was one of your family members, you would want somebody to check on them. But then it almost to the point where it's like you kind of be like you almost like to the point where you just gotta mind your fucking business. So again, like I said, like that shit, no, that's so. Think about if you see a car accident and you see maybe if the hood or something was like smoking or something, and you want to check and see if everybody all right, and you see he and go check the junk, and then you kind of be, and then you see and he start, man, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey guys, we are currently in Fairfax, Virginia. We're right off of 495, the southbound lanes where you can see still a heavy police presence at this hour. What we know is that police say that 4 people were stabbed following a crash that happened on 495. We also have learned that a 39-year-old woman is among the victims. She was taken to a local hospital where she died from her injuries. We also know police are saying a dog was stabbed to death in this incident. Now, police also tell us that a state trooper responded to a road rage call. When they arrived here on 495, they saw the suspect with a knife and he confronted that trooper. That's when police say the trooper acted in self-defense and shot that suspect. Now, that suspect was taken to a local hospital as well, where they later died from their injuries. Police say that the trooper was not injured in this incident, but right now there's still a lot going on here behind me. Look at this video. You can see that several lanes still closed at this hour on 495, but it does appear that the express lanes are okay. Traffic is moving through in that part of the interstate. Now, everything is still under investigation. We're working to learn as much more as possible, but police say they do not believe that this is a terrorist threat or anything involved with that. Of course, still a lot to find out here. And of course, we're working for you and we'll update you when we learn.
Oh, tell me, do y'all know how crazy somebody got to be to kill a dog with a knife? Like I be saying some crazy shit about animals on here, but dog, listen to what I'm to poke a dog. I don't even know how many times you would have to stab a dog for you to sit here and kill a dog by knife. And it probably, I guess it probably depends on the size of the dog, but dog, that is a sick motherfucker in the head. And a shout out to the police officer for killing that nigga on the scene. I'm not even mad at you. Like again, sometimes you got to give police credit where credit is due. Like I'm not mad at him for sitting here waiting to try to figure it out, talking nigga down to drop his knife or nothing.
Where did 4 people come from then?
Maybe it was a fender. Maybe it was like an accident.
No, that's what it was originally.
It was
like everybody was in the car type of shit?
maybe everybody
Okay.
was in the car and they hit, had an accident. When they got out to check the accident is when it happened. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because that would be kind of crazy.
That
You
do make
pull
more- that
over,
make- that
got
make way
pulled
more
over,
sense.
and he's stabbing people.
No, I think.
I don't necessarily know how, but the way Erica did just explain it,
No,
that
that's what I
kind
said,
of do
people
that
in the
make
car.
more
Yeah,
sense.
that's what
If
I'm saying.
everybody in the car was
When they said 4 people, and I'm like, damn, how the hell he stabbed 4 people? Like that's kind of crazy for you to stab 4 people.
No, and real quick, and I know I say this a lot jokingly as a man, but if y'all watching the news, and we'll play some more crazier stuff than that going into the rest of this episode. Any man listening, you can hear my voice right now. If you live in somewhere and you live in a state where you can get especially if you don't have no felonies or nothing, get yourself a registered gun, dog. And if you don't want, if you somebody who cool on, you're not a fan of guns. Again, y'all know I say this all the time about doing the push-ups. No, start figuring out ways to sit here and be able to defend yourself and defend your family, because the world is only going to get crazier. Like when we get into some more of these other clips going into like the rest of just like the news cycle, just in this weekend alone, there's no way in hell you can be as a man and you can be like, I'm just okay with and I'm somebody who heavily in believing in prayer, but dog, sometimes where it kind of be like, I don't want to just leave shit up to just, and then not saying I don't believe in my prayers, but just at how crazy the world is at this point in time, like I don't want to just leave shit up to a prayer, dog. Like this should just be, it's too fucking scary. It's no way in hell. And you don't be even trying to scare people, but you have to still, as an adult, you gotta be paying attention to what the fuck is going on in the world. Because if you don't, you're gonna be SOL, just like all these people who trapped in Dubai right now. And that can kind of lead us into the next conversation. And y'all know, and again, I know sometimes I be just sounding like the old man who don't want to do shit, don't want to go nowhere. And listen to what I'm saying. I'm cool with sounding like that, because at the same time, I don't want to sound like this goddamn girl neither.
What's up, y'all? I'm trapped in Dubai. I came out here to celebrate my 30th birthday with one of my good friends, and everything just went left. As y'all can tell, CNN has been our best friend. A lot of different countries are like taking care of their citizens, but unfortunately, we're from the US. We started this war, so if you guys know anybody that's like in Dubai, please like try to refrain from like sending them like posts right now, or just kind of being a little bit, I would like to say, insensitive, because we're really trying to keep our spirits up the best way we can. We've heard bombs from our rooms. My friend was downstairs at the beach the first day this all happened, and she actually seen a missile fly over her head. And we're from the US, so this is like very different for us. And it gets really emotional when you think about like your family's 9,000 miles away and they're not letting people in and we can't leave. So it's like, so yeah, very, very strange out of body experience. We've kind of slept our days away to like contain the tears that's like flows after we wake up. But just pray for your people in Dubai. It's a very, very tough situation to be in, and I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. Yeah. So
I ain't gonna lie to you. And you know what's so the messed up part about the internet? It's some ruthless people, because there was people in her comments where it's like, and maybe people feel the same way when I'll sit here and say, like, even I guess sometimes even on the podcast when you hear some of these things where it's like, damn, y'all don't. I mean, and I think for people right now, you kind of could not know that this was going to happen realistically, because this was just randomly Trump just wake up and he sit here and just like, I'm gonna start a war with Iran. But at the same time, it's like, man, I don't even, because I mean, again, with this one, I don't necessarily know if you could sit here and kind of prep yourself for this one, but it's kind of like, that's why I still recommend watching the news. But I mean, it's nothing you can do. If you already had a trip to Dubai or any of the, me personally, I know I wouldn't go to none of these places anyway, just off the strength of just like, not with Trump in office though. Me personally, I wouldn't recommend sitting here trying to like run your stamps up on your passport. Like, you got to be careful, dog, because again, you don't even necessarily know how some of these other places are going to respond to this stuff. And again, even like even with this situation where it's like, man, I want to play some of these clips of like, dog, it's people actually like recording the damn near a war on their phone, dog. Like, listen to like, and it's so crazy that we live in times where it's like, no, there are people like watching like literally on their phone. I'm gonna play the clip of some niggas on their cell phone recording missiles hitting hotels and hitting Like, man, dog, I don't. If it's nowhere in hell you don't even gotta watch the news. If you on social media and you seeing this shit, like, how do you sit here and just go about your normal day like?
I don't think it's necessarily going about your normal day, but shit, what if that's the last thing? You know what I'm saying? At least I can just, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this might be it. Oh, if you don't hear from me,
you would take your phone out and record this?
You don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you can't, like, if I can't sit here and what's the name, this might be my last message. If y'all don't see me, this is why.
No, all right, what would you do, Erica?
I'm taking cover. Like, I'm not sitting there trying to record nothing.
Yeah, I'm with you. And that's
but if you just outside, but what I'm saying is, if you just outside, if you just walk down,
I'm not pulling my phone out, and there's fucking bombs coming out, though. There's no way in hell.
Yeah, if you see it in the sky, you're like, oh dang, what's that? But
yeah, that's what I said. The ones I saw,
it
was in the nighttime. There, they don't blow up until it hits something. So you just see it and fly by. You thinking it's fireworks.
All right, maybe with this one.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo. No way. Oh my God. No way. Oh my God. No way. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, holy fuck. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And again, like I said, I mean, I just, me personally, I wouldn't have been pulling out my phone, but I see it's a young lady who used
it ain't no different than niggas pulling their phone out when motherfuckers be fighting and shit. You don't know somebody, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what could happen.
I'm not, and Marcus, I'm too old to pull out my phone.
No, I know you're too old. I know you
too,
too, but what that's what I'm just saying. People do it and worse things than that.
No, ain't no worse than that, nigga.
Shit, with the one the Jamaica shit when the hurricane, you know, like I said, that's
Marcus, listen to what I'm saying. I would maybe the hurricane, I kind of can, I'm almost okay with you pulling out your phone during a hurricane or something like that.
But shit, when when they was doing the shit in UK, I mean, when they was doing all that bombing before, and people was recording and shit. And
yeah, I'm sorry though, I'm not doing it. It's just I just me personally, my instinct, my black instincts will never be to record nothing, dog. I'm getting the fuck out of there. And again, like it's a young lady who used to play for South Carolina, and Dawn Staley had, I mean, of course, came out and I want to see him and say, I don't know if she did a press conference for it or it was just a news. I mean, just her tweeting about it. But she got some players over there, and she was like, man, thoughts and prayers to it's like three of her old players that play for South Carolina, and they over there right now. Like, why this is going on? And one of the girls was recording, like you see all the WNBA women up in her comment section, like praying for her to get to safety, and she trying to find the Jones. She don't know it because I mean, of course, 9 times out of 10, you not know. They had some of her teammates. They had like a bunker for her to go, but she didn't. She was trying to find it, but she's recording it like in real time. And again, I mean, I get she kind of taking the thing that you basically saying. Now, me personally, I wouldn't record it because then it's kind of like, are you really trying to find safety or you want fucking sympathy at the same time? So it's like, I don't know the answer to none of these things because, again, this is all kind of just like, this wasn't no warning. Because, again, like you said, with a hurricane, you kind of get a warning like, hey, it's a hurricane coming. It's going to be a level 10 or a third. But, again, I do think a lot of people, again, when you sit here and say, like, I'm not into politics, they ain't really my shit, it better be y'all shit. If you listen to what I'm telling you, if you are still naive to the point where you sitting here saying politics don't matter or you don't pay attention to politics, Donald Trump is your president. He woke up while y'all was asleep on Saturday night. That nigga was just like, fuck it, we about to go to war. People voted for this.
You got to pay attention.
Like, it's no way on God's green earth you can sit here right now and today, what the fuck is today's date? Why we fucking record? What is this, March 1st? No way in hell on March 1st in 2026, you still as a grown-ass adult and you pay taxes. And even again, when we say, we'll get into that even later when you say about how people, they take the tax money, where they going even into Maryland. We'll play this because people will sit here complaining about the water right now. And the water got shit to do with them sitting here putting up these AI data centers. You have to go vote for this shit. You cannot sit here. I'm telling you, dog, listen, I'm telling you, we getting too old to sit here. Like, that shit was cool in your 20s, whatever the case may be. And the cool thing I love about these kids in their 20s now, they way smarter than what we was in our 20s. And they taking a lot of this political stuff way more serious. And maybe because, of course, it's cool to make content and you can make a lot of money off of being hip and getting people informed into this stuff. So they have a little bit more incentive to be informed, but I don't care. They're informed. But you cannot be a grown adult and be like, because again, this shit can ruin. Like, imagine if you had, for people who may had a trip to go to Dubai next fucking week or next month, you can't go now. You just heard what the girl said. They ain't letting people leave, or they ain't letting people come in or leave out. I'm sitting here, I seen a nigga Batman Kelvo, he was just randomly in Dubai and he literally, I'm talking about driving down the street and it's a fucking hotel on fire. Again, like I said, just for me personally, my scary ass, some of them places, the job be going, I wouldn't even try it. It wouldn't even read nothing about, and no disrespect to people in Dubai, nothing about that motherfucker got sit here and got my name even wanting to think twice about coming to there. It's so much shit in America that I ain't never done. I'm cool, dog. I ain't trying to go, no, I don't even need a passport unless they try to sit here and fuck with this voting shit. I don't give a fuck about no passport or nothing until I sit here and see every NFL team played their home joke, every NBA team played their home joke, WNBA. Until I get all of them shits off my bucket list, you can suck my dick with them passports, dog, especially as long as Donald Trump is in office. Y'all motherfuckers is playing with your own life. I sit here and text my mother and told her that you just gotta have positive attitudes. I'm still going on my trip. Then cool. But guess what I ain't fucking going to do? You ain't gonna sit here. I'm not coming. Listen to something. Any of y'all still sit here and you want to get your passport stamp, go any fucking way. I don't got not a fucking thought and prayer for you after March 1st, 2026, because you playing with your own shit. That's like sitting here saying whatever. If a motherfucker sitting here and say, hey, go run in the middle of fucking traffic, I'm not gonna run in traffic, dog. And I ain't sitting here saying tell you to live your life in fear, but at the same time, you better not sit. Sometimes you got to be like, this shit is like playing with Russian roulette at this point. This shit is not for fucking play. And ain't enough positive thoughts and praying, man. I'm cool, dog. Again, this nigga, he'll make you question all your goddamn prayers, dog. I ain't gonna hold you. That shit.
But then now, would you feel like you got to stay in the house too? Like that's why
I'm not saying here saying stay in. I'm not good. What I'm saying. Everybody got their own vices. The same way people can make these same arguments about people who drink, smoke hookah, people who do whatever. Because let's be clear. I mean, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But all I'm just saying is.
Don't add to it.
Yeah, I ain't about to add to it. I'm not about to sit here and go chasing fucking waterfalls. Like I'm not saying telling people to live in fear, but you gotta pay attention as well.
But that's what I'm saying. But I think, you even when you're going on vacation, you're not thinking, oh, well, they got ties to this, or somebody going to hit this place first because that's the only way they can get your attention. Like I said, you're not thinking that you're going on vacation to experience whatever. You're not thinking, oh, well, he about to bomb such and such, and they ain't got they can't get to the United States, so that's the closest thing to them. You don't think, like I said, that's not something when it comes to your vacation. You're going on vacation to get away from.
I mean, I get that, but at the same time, should you kind of think about that now?
I would.
I mean,
now certain places, absolutely.
Because that realistically, for people who don't understand what Marcus is saying, that is what happened to Dubai. Because we can't get to America. Oh, y'all affiliated with these American motherfuckers. Y'all the closest thing to us. Boom, we gonna bomb y'all then. So you can't control that, but at the same, and again, I'm sure most people y'all.
And that's just like even like with the cartel shit. Like if you would have just went that,
but hey, guess what I said? But and I'm glad you brought that up because that's how fucking listen to what I'm saying. And this is how crazy the world is right now. I would have fucking forgot about the shit that happened. That shit happened in Mexico literally last weekend on Sunday when we was recording. And I told y'all, and when did I sit here and say when we was recording? I said that on the podcast. I say I guarantee y'all next week before it even come in, there's gonna be people who's trapped in Mexico who cannot get out of there, and there is.
But that's why I say I don't. I hear what you're saying, but then it's like also like I say, you got to live your life too.
But these purchases were probably made way beforehand.
So that's what I'm saying.
But I feel like moving forward, when all is said and done, you got to pay attention.
Okay, because let me ask you a question. Because the WNBA is not about to start back up. So you, as one of those female, you gonna not go overseas to get?
Fuck no! Ain't enough money in the world to make me sit here and go play with none of them shits. I seen, dog, guess what? It's funny that you say that because literally on Threads, the first fucking jump that I seen today after the Unravel games was and a girl literally sitting and her post was doing numbers. She's like, oh, I guess that Project B shit canceled now. Because that's what it's called. It's called Project B. Ain't no, it's not. And they was about to pay them girls $2 million. Guess what I'm telling you? Fuck that. And if you take the money, you still want to play, then knock yourself out. I wouldn't. There ain't no way in the world. If I was a fucking WNBA basketball player, there is not enough fucking money to sit here and make me risk. I seen what happened to Brittany Griner. After I seen what happened to Brittany Griner, you couldn't have got me to go nowhere overseas, period. But now you sitting here telling me that they sitting here, because guess what? That was who had the bag for them Dubai motherfuckers. I'm cool, dog. It's not enough money in the world. I'm okay with being broke, dog. I'm telling you, I don't have no rush or no urge to sit here and try to be fucking rich. And I'm not gonna play with my life about that shit. I'm sorry. There's no way in hell, dog. I'm cool. You can call me scary. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I'm all right, dog. It ain't no way, because it's just some shit I know you can't not avoid. It's some shit you can't stop this. You cannot imagine, dog. It's dog, one of them bombers, dog. They say here, dog. It was kids at an all-girl school, dog. 50 little girls at school is gone.
But that was us.
I mean, that of course that was America, but it still happened.
Yeah.
You think a nigga ain't gonna try to get his lick back for that? Man, come on, dog. And listen, and again. And again, some people may be listening to this and like, bro, y'all live in the DMV, so you may have a bigger target on your back. And you might absolutely be right. So that's why I'm saying here, I get what you're saying. You don't want to live in fear because it could happen anywhere. It could happen to anybody. But man, just please be careful, dog. Again, like I said, if you heavy on your prayer, then pray about it, and you feel like you still want to travel and live your best life, then cool. Because something may never happen at all. It may be avoidable for you, but I'm just me personally. I'm cool, dog. Y'all got it. I don't need no passport unless it's time. Unless I got to get a passport to vote, and my license got the new star shit on it or whatever the case may be. And by the time it's time to go vote again, my shit'll still be good money. So I'm cool, dog. I don't know what to tell y'all niggas. That shit to me is just a little bit like, God damn, dog. Real quick, because while we on this topic, let's go to
And Israeli strikes continued overnight, targeting Tehran. Iran, meanwhile, fired more missiles at Israel and Gulf Arab states in retaliation for the killing of its supreme leader.
Eyewitness News reporter Monica Deonda live in the newsroom with those new details this morning. Monica.
Tim, Irene, good morning. Well, we have just learned 3 U.S. service members have been killed in action and 5 are seriously wounded as part of the strikes on Iran. Also new this morning, Iran's president says a new leadership council has begun its work after the killing of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and a new Supreme Leader will be chosen in 1 or 2 days. Now, this morning, both sides are continuing to fire, with Iran sending missiles to multiple countries in the region, including Kuwait, Oman, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, and Qatar. And Israel
for us at this hour. Trey?
Yes, Sandra, we just got this in literally 2 minutes ago, but Fox News can confirm that Iran's supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, is dead following Israeli strikes against his compound and location earlier today. A senior Israeli official confirming this news. Earlier tonight, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu describing the strikes not only against the supreme leader, but against much of the Iranian leadership.
For us at this hour.
And Israelis.
The fun. You say like the old traveling shit, but people should be worried about them doing them cyber hacks.
No. I mean,
that shit right there. Like I said, that's why I say I get it. But it's also, like I said, there's other things you definitely better be,
No, again, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sitting here saying one thing or something is going to be better than the next thing. But again, that's why I sit here and say how important now people need to pay attention to voting, going out and voting, making sure your kids is registered to vote, making sure your kids understand why it's important for them to vote. You cannot just sit here and be like, oh, it's just another day at the office. I can miss this election. No, the fuck you can't. And matter of fact, let me get right to why I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'll get right to this goddamn PG County shit. Man, where's this lady talking about that?
If you live in the DMV area, you've probably noticed that your electricity bill is ridiculous. I'm talking about, for some folks, more than double what it was within the last year. And everybody's trying to figure out why the bills are so high. Here's the answer. Electricity bills are so high now. Your Pepco bill is crazy because of the AI data centers that are in Virginia and Maryland. It is wild that these corporations, these AI companies, are allowed to come into communities, completely destroy them ecologically, right? Like, waste so much energy. But then on top of it, taxpayers are subsidizing the cost of these data centers. The fact that they don't have to pay 100% of their electricity use and it is being pushed onto us is wild. I don't understand why lawmakers are so afraid of these people. Regulate them. Regulate them.
Again, and again, that is the conversation on just actually just getting out and voting in your local election. And again, I've seen Governor Westmore, when he going to the Breakfast Club, people have been kind of giving him pushback and asking and calling up to the Breakfast Club while he was on there and asking him about this. Like them putting up all these different data centers around in the Maryland area. And again, it's so crazy because I sent these videos like a couple of weeks ago. I mean, like maybe a couple months ago. I don't necessarily know. I can't remember if we even played them on here where people were going actually up to these like when they were sitting here going to some of these county meetings and sitting here, people voting against building up these data centers. Because I mean, of course, the people, if you live in PG County right there, we all been for years. They ain't never done nothing with that big ass space right there where Landover Mall used to be. They're trying to put a data center right there. And if you listen to like all the like the health benefits, I mean, not benefits, but the health stuff that can happen to you from these data centers, oh, it's endless apartments right there. Who the fuck want to sit here and live right next to a data center? I'm talking about all the different cancers and sit here and stuff that they sit here and say people can get from these data centers. Again, like I said here and say, you cannot sit here and just kind of turn your blind eye to not sitting here going out and thinking about voting or who you need to go vote for. You have to sit here and take these conversations like 100 times and way more serious. Go ahead. What you about to say?
That's kind of, I mean, it's crazy. Like I said, you saying that because like even when the Super Bowl, how nobody wanted to use the San Francisco practice field because of the whole whatever that what's name is right by it. That's how they caused a lot of the injuries. But I think nowadays, like because of how stuff is made, I mean, can you really avoid it?
I mean, I don't necessarily, if you're not going out and if you're not voting, if you're not going to some of these local meetings when they're asking, because I seen, excuse me, I seen a dude, I seen somebody sit here because of course when people were complaining about them putting up a Fierce right here next to the MGM, and people were sitting here saying we're not asking for this stuff, and I seen somebody reply and was like, well, y'all don't go to none of these meetings. When they have these meetings and they having these city council meetings and they asking people what do they want, it'd be like, bro, it'd be like 10 or 20 people here. All y'all got, it's thousands of y'all who got complaints via social media, but when they having these hearings and stuff, people ain't showing up. So if you ain't nobody showing up, you can't complain about what they putting up because you had the opportunity to sit here and vote and sit here and say if you wanted this stuff or you didn't want them. Nobody's coming to these jumps. And that's again when I'm sitting here talking about like it's so easy for everybody want to just sit here and put your head down and you live your normal regular life. But again, I don't have no kids. I'm sitting here telling y'all how important it is. Y'all got kids. Even when we sitting here talking about these wars, like shit, even for Marcus, you got 2 boys. What if fucking Donald Trump be like, well, we drafting motherfuckers and they take Caden. But you sit here like, I don't really pay attention to politics. And then your first fucking born, he's gone. He got to sit here and go to fucking war now. Y'all can sit here again. Like I said, I can sit here.
But at the end, I voted every year. So I mean, my one vote. That's what I'm saying. I get it. You on that bandwagon, but at the end of the day, I can't control everything. I did my part. Everybody. Because I don't take it as serious, but I still did my part.
I mean, it's cool.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. I hear the speech you're trying to give, but if I did my part and went out there, I can't change the world.
You can. You got spread. You got use your voice as you can. I hear you, but again, like I said, y'all just don't think. I hope y'all don't think that fucking them drafts ain't around the corner. If they go into a real war and you sit here and got man, I'm just glad I'm old. They can't come and get my old ass.
Shit, yeah, they can.
Shit, no, how? Nigga, I couldn't even go into the army right now if I wanted to.
Shit, hey. You see how they got the mice motherfuckers? They'll find a way to get you.
I mean, they might. I mean, who knows? Ain't nobody don't know. But real quick, I guess to kind of lighten up the mood real quick before we get into any more of these serious topics, I do want to sit here, man. Shout out to Mariah, the scientist, and I want to play a couple of clips because for 2 things. One, because it was a video going viral of Mariah, the scientist, earlier in the week. I want to say probably like Monday. There was a video of Mariah, the scientist, going viral because she did have 2 shows. I want to say here. She had 2 shows over the weekend. I believe she had one on Saturday and Sunday, and that's maybe a reason why the video started going viral Monday morning. And she got a little hip thrust, a little dance, like a little, I mean, literally like a slight hip roll dance that she do going into before she starts singing. What is that? Whatever that Blue Fever or whatever, however that song go. Going into that song, she hit her little dance move, and that jump was going viral. And people was like, "Oh, she only could get away with this because she light skinned. This is light skin, pretty privilege, or whatever the case may be." And I think realistically, I hate when people sit here and try to use those type of things for an excuse on why this girl has a sold out tour, and she done sold. I want to say she said she sold over like 120,000 tickets already, and she on this joint. It's like it's literally her and I want to say 4 bats. I don't even know who else is an opening act for her, but for her to sit here and be able to sell out all of these venues and do these shows with literally only one crazy big song, not a bunch of like, she ain't got no I literally think the only podcast I've actually even seen her do was when she was on Angel Reese joint with Lotto. I haven't seen, she ain't done the Breakfast Club, she ain't done Hot 97, she ain't done Joe Budden, she ain't done nobody jump. So she's literally doing this off the, like literally out the mud, off of the strength of her own fans. So for people to sit here and try to discredit her and say this is some light skin privilege, when a nigga like Rod Wave is doing arena tours and this fat nigga ain't doing nothing but sitting on his goddamn
there's
chair.
nobody that's fucking shaking ass. Who besides Beyonce
and Chris Brown?
Right,
But listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. That's
Summer
why
Walker.
Again, listen to what I'm saying.
It's a list of it.
Nigga,
Lauren Hill, Erica Badu, like that's why I don't.
Lennox, everybody
do it. So I don't understand why they even got a thing that became a thing. Even a conversation.
No, but I'm gonna tell you why it became a conversation, because sometimes somebody knows social media, and then some of these artists who are quiet on social media, who don't really get on there and do it. Like, man, let's be clear, nigga, she had a bunch of reasons why she could have got on the internet. And she could have got on the internet and crashed out over the Young Thug shit or any of that. She's one of those people who kind of don't get on the internet and say anything. She kind of just let whatever narratives people run with. But and of course, this is her career. This is her tour. Again, she getting this shit out the mud. She has her own fan base who like her for the style of music that she put out, because she puts out that lover girl delusional type of music where I'm super in love, and in the era of a lot of other popular R&B artists are making toxic music. So she kind of goes completely in a different direction. But to sit here and try to say that she's having this success because she's just pretty and light skinned, to me, that's some bullshit. And that's not fair to her at all. Because, dog, it was a lot of motherfuckers who went to this goddamn concert and supporting this girl and singing her shit word for word. Like, I was kind of, even when I
like, I'd be, if you said she couldn't sing or some shit like that, then all right, cool. But you talking about because she can't dance?
Yeah, that's just
how many pretty girls you know that can dance? I'll wait.
Yeah, it ain't a lot. It's not. I ain't even gonna say it's a lot. It's not. And you gotta think about it. If you're going back to just off a straight like regular club culture, like the pretty girl never was the girl that was getting like really going crazy in the club. And if she was, it was like, nigga, it's like, it's slim to none. Like, even if you think about, like, even if y'all ever watch like the Magic City docs, like, and not no shade or no disrespect to none of the women, but the women who kind of go OD crazy on the pole, they ain't the greatest looking off the face alone.
Yeah, that's just.
I'm just being honest. Like, I'd have been in the strip club for years. Like, I'd have made my bread and butter in the strip club. And the girls who go absolutely, I'm talking about ridiculously on them poles and got all the crazy, like, they ain't the best looking girl in the club, but that motherfucker can put on a hell of a fucking performance. But again, Mariah the Scientist don't have no song in her repertoire that make y'all think that she was supposed to be up there doing Beyonce and Chris Brown level of performance. Like, that to me is just hating, because nobody don't.
R&B. I don't know who has that type of music that, like, you expecting somebody to be doing that. Kalani come before. You think she's gonna be dancing?
Kalani may be different because Kalani do dance.
Not what you talking about, dance like a routine. You talking about sex?
I mean, I never seen Kalani perform, so I can't say that. But I've seen Kalani do TikTok dances, so I don't know. Is she?
But I still don't. But her music wise, I don't see her doing no dance moves. Like, that's my thing. Now I get it. Tiana Taylor, cool. Who else? When it comes to R&B, as an R&B singer, who else who's dancing? That's why I said that's kind of crazy for you to sit here and say, "Oh, she pretty privileged." Like I said, if you said she couldn't sing, and that's what you saying, that's the reason why she's successful, then that's cool. But again, like I said,
even to say that she can't sing, because then like people don't sit here and say that about, like you said, Jhené Aiko. Like, I think, and Jhené Aiko is kind of like the godmother of introducing that, like, I ain't gotta have no crazy like vocals and runs on my song where I can kind of do this little melatonin, almost like rap R&B type of vibes, and that kind of like, and if you're gonna blame any of that shit, you go
Ella May about to go into a damn show to see her dancing.
Yeah, it's not rap.
That's why I say that's the crazy thing for me to hear. You say somebody privileged for not having dance move. That's crazy.
Yeah, but again, like I said, I do want to play some of these clips of some of these people explaining their experience at this Mariah the Scientist joint. And then if you kind of want, and if you want to kind of like take the lighthearted reason on why I want to stay in the house, I'm not gonna lie to you. To see women sitting here brawling at a fucking Mariah the Scientist, the same way you sitting here saying Mariah the Scientist don't have no songs to make her have to dance, Mariah the Scientist do not have no sit and type of songs that make y'all sit here want to get in a fist fight with each other. But I do want to play a couple of people's experience from the DMV that she was at the anthem. So I do want to play.
It was always the damn DMV. Was that the Leon Thomas shit too?
Oh, it was. You're absolutely right. Was his at the anthem, or was it at Fillmore?
I think it was at the Fillmore.
Hey y'all, so I'm going to give y'all the story time of what happened at the Hartsfield Separately tour stop in DC at the Anthem. Now, granted, y'all, take it with a grain of salt that the Anthem sits about 6,000 people. Well, stands about damn near 6,000 people. We was in that bitch packed like sardines. It was hot. It was just a lot going on. People passing out left and right. It was just a lot going on. Mind you, we was all in this big ass crowd. So if a crowd is pushing you one way, you're going to push that one way. And if a crowd is pushing you the other way, you're going to sway the other way. And with the fights and stuff going on, the crowd was just pushing you left and right. It was just a lot. So keep that in mind. So I get there pretty early. I get there about like 6:30. The show didn't start at 8. So it wasn't a whole bunch of people right there, but it was a good amount. But I could still see the stage. I wasn't too far. So when I get there, I say excuse me to a couple people to see if I can get a little closer. I got a little tiny bit closer, but I was good where I was at. They didn't say excuse me to nobody else. I was good. All of a sudden, y'all, I feel somebody tap my shoulder. So I'm like, I turn around. She like, yeah, you need to move. I need to stand where you at so I can be closer to my friends. I said, oh, okay. Turn back around facing the stage. She
Hold on, real quick, before I finish playing the story, could you guess the race of the person this happened with?
Yes, of course.
Well, tell me who you think it was.
What?
You think it was 2 black people?
Mm-hmm.
No. It was a white girl.
The white girl said you got to move?
Yes.
To a black girl?
Yes.
Oh, you bold as shit. Nah, that's some.
I swear to God, I thought this was too. Damn, she just got a black.
She got that joint.
Because he
kicked her when he dove in the.
Oh shit!
That's why I was just asking. I was like, "You gonna sue?"
I'm falling out.
Fuck, you can't sue because you sitting courtside.
Yeah.
I definitely want to get a ticket though. I want to get a ticket to the next game.
Look at that shit.
Damn, her shit knotted up.
It was him. It wasn't a Boston player.
Damn, her shit knotted up instantly. God damn.
Because she jumped over him.
How the fuck did she get hit then?
His
Did
back
she
foot.
her head?
His foot landed.
Damn. Right on her face too. God damn.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Oh. I just need a free ticket. I ain't trying to sue. Come on, dog. Yeah, just give me a free ticket. At least 2 more games.
But it ain't. It's a Boston. I mean, it's not a Boston player.
So what, nigga? I'm still sitting here courtside.
Hey,
nigga, and you know them tickets ain't cheap.
Right. So 76ers might have to accommodate me.
Somebody gonna give me some free tickets.
Yeah,
somebody had to give me some free tickets.
I need his signed jersey, shoes.
Yeah, give me a signed jersey. His jersey definitely be worth something in a couple of years.
Yeah,
anyway. Give me. I don't want the shoes, but give me the jersey.
No, I want the shoes. Nigga, that shoe hit me in my
her
head.
Shit leaking, dog. Her shit about to bleed.
Yeah, I want that.
And she just nigga, she had a little ass cut, it's scratched up, like, and she just sitting there laughing and kiki. That's how white people
I want them
shit.
shoes. Sign them shoes. We putting it in the frame. That picture of me gonna be right there. Hell yeah, I want the shoes.
Listen to what I'm telling you. I give white people a hard time on this shit, but I give y'all some credit. Y'all some tough motherfuckers when it comes to certain shit. Cause it ain't. I don't know if I can still. Damn, dog. Like that. This nigga probably
gonna leave you with an ice pack. Man, you look wild sitting there with an ice pack. You better take that shit like a. Go ahead. You're not about to sit there. You in the front row with an ice pack on your face.
Did you see the way his foot hit her?
Man,
no,
nigga,
but I'm saying he can't just sit there and on
not her.
Yeah, not her. Yeah, she can take it. He can't sit on no damn on the front row with an ice pack on your face.
No, but listen to what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. I hear what you're saying, but if we talking about you trying to get some free tickets or a jersey or something, you gotta sell it. You gotta go get your ice pack. You can't sit there and act like that shit don't hurt. Because if you sitting there the whole rest of the game and act like it's cool, it's only 3 minutes and 30 man, nigga, give me an ice pack, dog. Because I gotta be able to sell this, so you gotta give me a ticket, a jersey, or anything. I need y'all to feel sorry for me. I gotta sell this shit a little bit.
Dog, you will look insane with a fucking ice pack on your head.
Nigga, her shit about to be leaking.
No, I get it, but you will look insane.
If she listen to what I'm saying,
How do you think that car ride will be?
I don't listen to what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck. If that lady was 50 pounds lighter, nigga, her shit will be bleeding right now. She a heavy set woman. That's the only reason why she not bleeding right now. Nigga, that for that shit to instantly open a cut on her face, I'm telling you, if she was fucking 50 pounds lighter, this is a bigger woman. If she was 50 pounds lighter, nigga, god damn, dog.
I think it might have been a zipper that hit her.
Ouch, man. Let me finish. Damn, I feel for her, dog. Oh, god damn.
It's my shoulder again. She gonna say, well, that was rude. I said, oh, okay. Let it go a second time. Turns around, looks back at the stage. She touched my shoulder a third time, y'all. Mind you, I don't know this girl from a can of fucking paint. Stop touching me. So then she gonna say, Well, now you need to move because I can't see over your bun. Mind y'all, keep in mind I'm 5'2". Y'all can see in the video the bitch was very much taller than me. No matter from behind me, beside me, or whatever, the bitch can see over my bun. Now at this point, you're trying to pick with me. I'm not no bitch. Okay? So at this point, I'm irritated. It's hot. I don't know you. You keep fucking touching me. I straight asked her, so what the fuck you want me to do about it? Dead ass, what the fuck you want me to do about it? So she gets to the, oh, well, I'm just saying you gotta move. It's rude as fuck to stand right here. Da 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 da. I need to be closer to my friends. Girl, fuck you and them. Dead ass. I don't give a fuck about you standing close to your friends. Stop fucking touching me. Get the fuck out my face. Simple as that. So we get to the going back and forth. My job, I'm not there to fuss with nobody. I'm just trying to enjoy the fucking concert, but you're not going to keep playing with me. So
and I'm gonna tell you how you kind of knew to this. I should have known before you even had to see the video that this was a white girl, because I don't think you could talk to a group of black girls that way. Like, even if her friends was in front of you and she behind you, you telling her fuck you and your friends. Imagine her saying that to a group of black friends. They would have jumped her big ass right there, and that shit would have been, and the fight would have started way before whatever the rest of this story even had to go. Because for you to see, I don't, especially here in the DMV, you're not telling a group of black women fuck you and fuck your friends. Nah, that one wasn't gonna fly.
She basically like, yeah, you need to move, da 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 da, all this shit. We going back and forth. It was a little disagreement. So I straight tell her, you either gonna shut up or I'm gonna shut you the fuck up. And I wasn't even trying to be like on no whole bunch of shit, but stop fucking playing with me. So she shut up the first time, and then she started saying something again. And this girl, I don't know, she had them like black and white or whatever. She was cool. I ain't know her either. But she came and was just like, y'all, it's not that big of a deal. Well, she's right. It wasn't that big of a deal, but stop touching me. I don't know you. You know, so forth, so on. All right, so I turn around. I'm on my phone. I'm out of my business. I'm cool. I'm in La La Land or whatever. They get to the fighting towards the right side of us, right? Which pushes the crowd towards the left side, because now they making space for them to fight. I know y'all seen that fight video with the little white girl and all that other stuff, whatever. Not my business. I don't really give a fuck. They pushing us that way. So everybody is swaying towards this way. And at that point, as you can see in the video, she was standing on the left side of me. So if they pushing me to the left, everybody's pushing to the left, right? Out of the thousands of people that's in that motherfucking crowd, the bitch gonna turn to me and gonna say, you're pushing me on purpose. Now, granted, y'all, if it was up to me, I wouldn't have even been standing next to the bitch. So, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? But it was literally nowhere to go. She like, you're pushing me on purpose. At this point, y'all, I'm really fucking irritated. I spazzed the fuck out. Shut the fuck up. Dead ass. Stop fucking talking to me. Shut the fuck up. And that's what the fuck she did. Shut the fuck up. Like the pretty bitch she is. And honestly, the only thing I can say is, no matter how much I pay for a ticket, no matter who I'm with, no matter if I'm standing by my lonely, no matter nothing, I'm never going to let somebody talk to me like that. Granted, the situation is dead and over with. I don't give a fuck about it no more. I seen Mariah. I spent my time with the scientists, and I had a fucking ball, honey. A ball. But, yeah. I forgot about the whole situation when I got home. And then I looked at my phone the next day, and it was like, oh, my gosh. But, yeah, y'all, that's all that happened. It wasn't really that big of a deal, but you're not ready to keep playing with me. You don't know me. I don't know you. So, yeah. That's all that really happened. Never, ever go to a concert where it's general admission, y'all. The shit is fucking horrible, especially the anthem. I would never recommend it, ever, ever, ever. But yeah, y'all.
And you know,
that's kind of crazy.
No, and you know the crazy thing is,
she was big too, right?
Yeah, she was a bigger girl.
Why?
Because the way she was talking.
No, I mean just because why you just ain't go around her or go to the side.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, I've heard this same, because I wish I would have sent y'all this video, because I want to say Miguel was Miguel here recently as well. I want to say Miguel was here the weekend before last, and this girl had kind of damn near the same, not getting into a fight, but she was complaining about people sitting here coming into her. I want to say she had a booth at the anthem. And if I get a second, I'll try to find the girl Joan who was at the Miguel Joan. I do want to play one more person at this Mariah the Scientist Joan, and then we can get into something else. I'll ask y'all this other question after that.
So Mark Bond's talking about the black dollar versus.
That's Mark Bonds. I thought I had enough of Mariah the Scientist. Maybe I didn't. Maybe that was the only one I sent. Yeah, that's cool. I think that was the only one I sent in. I guess I got a question for y'all. So realistically, for people who don't know who Joy Chavez is, of course, Joy Chavez is Bow Wow, Future, and Trayvon Diggs' baby mother. But most people realistically probably know her for Future and Bow Wow. I'm sure Bow Wow because, of course, Bow Wow has the oldest child and their daughter do, like the cool little TikTok things with each other. And that's kind of what helped her kind of even get a little bit more popular than she already was, her doing the videos with her and Bow Wow's daughter. So of course, she had a picture. I mean, and let's be clear, she also she used to be a dance instructor before she had her second child, which is Future's son.
No, I thought it was after that. I thought she was still dancing there.
Nah, she wasn't, because she kind of because they had their kid almost around the same time as the pandemic. So she was
still dancing.
She was?
Mm-hmm. That's the one that used to dance in the hills and all that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She was still dancing.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, you might be right. I'm not gonna argue with you on that one.
Because I want to say it was Diggs was the one. Because I want to say she was pregnant then. If I'm not mistaken, that's probably the last video I seen of her.
Oh, I mean, you might be right. So, all right, well, cool. And then she was still dancing at that time. So, of course, but again, she does do the fitness stuff. She works out. And then she has I guess she's trying to sell people a fitness program. And most of the time, and let's be clear, because I do follow a lot of women in the fitness thing. Y'all know I talk about that all the time. So she basically had a picture where she's in her bathroom and she's basically trying to promote her program. Of course, like I said, I mean, y'all know how it go during the summertime. The closer you get to the summer, most fitness influencers are going to be trying to sell you some type of fitness program to get your body right before the summer, and they'll start counting down the days, and however many days it is until summer, that'll be the name of their program they got going on. So she has a picture. She took a video in her underwear, kind of like underwear is, and her underwear is cut almost like a bathing suit style, and she's in a wife beater. So somebody wrote under her junk, I would hate to sit here and say for this to be my mom and my mom be half naked on the internet. So, of course, her clapback was, your mother don't look like me. So, of course, your mother would never be half naked on the internet, which was a fire-ass clapback. But at the same time, though, I do
It's true.
What's true? Which part is true? You wouldn't want your mom to be half naked on the internet, or your mom just won't be half naked because she don't got the body?
Your mom don't got the body.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. So
and you got to think she's younger.
Okay, but what do that mean? So but guess what? You got two. So guess what? This will be. This will. I hear you. Now you got two little boys. One is in knocking on the high school door, and the other one is still in elementary, about to be in middle school in a couple of years. They got a mom. I know that a conversation would be very uncomfortable if your kids sit here and say, "Dad, look at mom here," or kids teasing me because mom on the internet half-ass naked. How do you have that conversation? Because I get it. Her daughter, it may be easier for Bow Wow. Bow Wow probably won't say nothing because him and his daughter got a different conversation. But I'm not gonna lie to you where it's I don't necessarily know if I would want to have that.
Her mother is her mother, right? She had sex appeal. You can't cover that up.
You could cover it up. She can still have sex appeal with clothes on.
But when do she?
I mean, she's promoting her.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. What is?
So you can't put clothes on and be like, "Hey, look at this on my body low." You got to see the body.
Oh, okay. So let's reverse it then. Okay, you got two older kids, and what did it say if their dad put up a thirst trap poster, a picture or something, and he in his drawers?
I would give no fucks.
I don't care
nothing about it.
But what if your kids bring it to you and be like, "Mom, look at Dad. Why can't you tell him to put some clothes on?"
What can you say? You're grown. I can't tell. You're grown. You make those decisions. I can't say and be like, "No, you can't do that." You're grown.
I understand, coming from okay, your kids in school, kids might be teasing them, but you got to think about.
Now, if you're saying it's she got OnlyFans or some shit like that, where she promoting like that, then yeah, now that's a different conversation. Yes,
but just the bathing suit, Jones.
No, hell no. Because I mean, it's the same baby suit you gonna wear at the
and that's what a lot of people were saying in the comment section, where it's y'all sitting here judging her because she's in her bathroom, but what would be the difference if that?
And I'm pretty sure that they didn't see her walking around naked. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's a big like I said, your mom don't have this body, so of course you're not used to. You wouldn't see your mother walking around naked. So of course you gonna be like, oh, you wear. But then how many you deal with single women? How many of them have clothes on when they're in the house and their kids are in the house with them?
You got again. That's what I say. I just brought the conversation to y'all because it was just a topic that was kind of going viral via social media. And realistically, the fucked up part about it is, realistically, none of her baby fathers can honestly say anything to her because remember, a couple of months ago, we sit here and played this conversation with after the fires. She was kind of in a fucked up situation, and she made it seem like none of them niggas was helping her, and she wasn't trying to ask none of them niggas for help. So if she can't ask none of y'all niggas for help without feeling some type of way, you can't say nothing to her.
Can't say nothing to me no damn way. Like, this is my life, my body. I do what the hell I want to do with it. What you gonna tell me to put some clothes on the kids? You know,
the video's already up. Like what?
No, I could. Okay,
you want me to tell you what the answer? Give me some money so I ain't got to do it.
No, that's what I'm about to say. Now, no, what if I was giving you money so you don't have to really work for real, but you still just the hustler in you still want to work? I still can't say nothing.
No, you giving me money because you're supposed to because I have your children. I don't want to sit. Maybe she don't want to just.
No, of course, of course, and that's what I'm saying.
So I'm gonna do my thing. You don't have no say so in what I do. Yeah, me as the mom, like, you know, maybe you should think about it as the parent. Should I do this and how this would affect my kids? But for anybody else, like, y'all don't have a say so.
Yeah, and I feel like her and her daughter relationship is so fucking solid and so cool. Her daughter would never say nothing to even give a fuck.
She might. I mean, you don't know how kids
she
react.
Like, mom, like, really? She can, but at the end of the day, you still gotta. How else can you sell your product?
It's the internet making a big deal out of it.
No,
because if it wasn't for social media and now it's just in the magazines, then what's the difference?
No, this is what I'm saying. I'm with this because I follow enough fitness women and I follow enough women, fitness women who are online coaches. That is their thing. Like, that's not like, I don't want to sit here and make it seem like, oh, she just doing some shit that you don't have to do. I'm telling you right now, if you follow any fitness influencer, I promise you right now, they got a fucking half naked fucking bathroom picture or gym picture trying to sell a goddamn get your body right for the summertime.
And it's not like she was like in the thong and you could see, you know, it was up her butt crack.
No, let's be clear. That fucking video was so fire. I would have never sent it in our podcast group, but as soon as that motherfucker hit, I sent that bitch to the top. Soon as I seen that motherfucker, I wasn't gonna see it if she had it on. I trust and believe, nigga. If I wasn't on my fucking if I wasn't participating in nigga, she
what is wrong with you, dog? What?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I'm just being honest, dog.
Damn,
nigga,
yeah, you really got problems.
No, nigga, she different, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can understand how. To the average woman, she might make motherfuckers feel some type of way because the average woman ain't walking around carrying that type of baby mom weight. Because that was like, she wasn't always this thick. This was that third kid to put that goddamn extra fucking heat on her, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, that shit is different. She's a different type of demon. Like, she was one of the motherfuckers I unfollowed because I thought she was about to be like heavily after with that nigga. So shout out to Trayvon Diggs for just being a fucking trifling ass nigga because you sent her back to the streets so I could sit here and go back and hit the follow button. I appreciate you, what's his nigga name? Trayvon Diggs. I appreciate you for being a fuck nigga. I really appreciate you because I swear to God, I hit that unfollow button because she thought and I thought y'all was about to sit here and lock it down. So I appreciate Trayvon Diggs for doing what fucking the Diggs brothers do.
And but that's because that's what one picture, right? But like everybody, all these other mothers, like I think you would be more concerned, like because I mean, shit. Look at Cardi B. Young Miami, like would you, that's what I'm saying. I don't because like I said, if she's selling a product, what could you really say? Like,
no, I mean, again, that's what I said.
You can't out here who have less clothes and and show more shit. So that's why I'm just like, why would you even have something to say about it if she's selling a product?
Yeah, you can't. I mean, it ain't nothing you can say. Again, it's literally just some internet back and forth conversation, and you do kind of. I mean,
that one we had the conversation about whatchamacallit, that baby suit joint. With the little boys on the beach. Who baby mother was that? Little bit.
No, that was Little Baby. That was Little Baby.
Now that situation, we was like, why are the little kids on it? Now that's it might be a conversation, but that hell no. If she's selling a product, I don't know.
Miguel. I'm gonna see if I can find that. How you spell this nigga name?
Miguel.
Yeah, I want because I was this girl. She had a good ass story. Oh, here you go. Miguel. Let me just say it. Miguel. Yeah, it was literally
What was it on?
Oh no, here you go right here.
I am walking home from Miguel's DC concert Chaos Tour. And before I get into the full review, I really want to note some things that really irritated me. Yes, I'm here to complain. Miguel's been in the industry for a long time, so some of his fans are a little bit older. I'm in my late 20s, but I was standing around probably late 30s, early 40s. I didn't stand this. Oh, sorry. The concert was held at the Anthem, really large venue, packed out. Okay, but I was in the balcony, which is pretty rare for me, but I really didn't want to be in a hot crowd. So I stood at the top. Immediately, bad attitudes, bad vibes. People policing seats. I've never seen people police seats before that they didn't purchase. I asked somebody, is somebody sitting there? They said, did you buy that ticket? Did you purchase the ticket? Why are you worried about what I did? Is somebody sitting there? Anyway, if y'all know anything about concerts in the DMV, it could be at the Anthem, it could be at the Fillmore, it could be at any venue. Niggas pass out frequently, okay? It be the young hoes. It be the young hoes, and they don't drink water and they don't eat. It happens. Yes, we can all get a little irritated that, it disrupts the concert and whatnot. But these people, we 45 minutes into the set, maybe 30. And one person need a little help, need a little water. They're like, oh my God. Like, are you serious? They're like, kick her out. Oh my God. I've never seen nothing like this. I won't ever say that I've never sucked my teeth because we on pass out number 8 of the night. I'm irritated. Pass out number 1 and the people around me are like disgusted. Where's the compassion? That was weird to me. That was really weird to me. Y'all do not get out much, do y'all? This is the first concert you've been to in 10 years. Oh God. I've been to a lot of concerts, and I will say that at the Anthem, I probably will opt to go to the floor because the energy is just so much better. And I don't know if it's because this crowd of people was just older, but the young hoes is having the most fun and complaining less. Cause God.
So I guess my question for y'all real quick is: would you at a R&B concert? Would you rather be in general admission? I guess were you standing up the whole concert, or would you rather have like a balcony seat? Because I believe the Anthem and that's what I'm about to say. I believe the Anthem and the Fillmore both do offer those tickets, and those tickets normally do sell out fast. Because realistically, most of the time, older people do not want to sit here. Especially not at no R&B concert, be wanting to fucking stand up the whole show.
Not even in a rap. I don't think I want to. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about you got to hold, because like you said, you got to hold a position there.
I think it just depends. Maybe a rap concert you probably could. Because I've literally only been to Anthem one time, and that's when I went with Jazz and Kiana, and we went to go see Meek Mills. Like that kind of made sense because that shit. And the crazy thing, it felt and it smelled like the DC style. Like niggas was in that joint smoking, and it's Meek. Like I wouldn't want to sit down and go see Meek Mills. So I kind of
no. Right? Okay. So yeah. So for you to put in that, like, all right, Meek Mills. Like it's kind of like how if at the DC style, like how those shows was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so okay, something like that. But that's what I'm saying. See, when you saying a concert, I'm like, because how long he was up there performing?
Meek, it was probably for like maybe 45 minutes.
And was it open act before that? Like
I got there as soon as like right before he got on. So I don't necessarily.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that for no.
Yeah, not for no long period of time. I probably wouldn't be able to do it.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't see myself doing no stand up. And like I said, for now, like if it's a festival, that's different because, like I said, you can move around. There's different acts, there's different stages. But you talking about just standing in one spot? Hell no.
Let's get it. What else?
And what the hell made her go see Miguel?
Yeah.
At 20?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. You can't say that because what was the person that I asked y'all before that y'all thought the young people shouldn't go? I forgot. Damn. We be talking about so much shit. I forgot who was we talking about.
R&B singer?
Yeah, and I was asking y'all who did y'all think there was like the young people shouldn't go see. I can't remember. Damn, we literally just had this conversation. I want to say it probably wasn't even 3 weeks ago when we was talking about. I can't remember off the top of my head. But
oh no, you said you was going to see it, and when we said there wasn't no young people show. It was the girl, Teacher Moses. I think that's who it was.
Oh, she was recent. She was just recently here, wasn't she? She was at the Howard Theater.
I guess. Because I remember you said you was going to see it. And I'm like, what the hell make you going to want? Because you said the hoes was gonna be in there. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. Real quick, I ain't gonna lie to you. I wish Michael Rainey Jr. would have just had this conversation when Paige was actually on the show. So it seemed like nasty work bringing it up and she not there. So it's kind of like I can't even shoot you no bill because it's like this one of them Jones. Like if you was going to talk about this, you should have talked about it while she was on the show. And she literally was just on the show a couple of weeks ago. So it's like why bring it up now after she not on the show?
The thing is, yo, literally, I'm not gonna say her name, but she was like, yo, like, if I'm having
say the name because I just did Mike.
All right, but Paige, she was like, yo, like, honestly, like, if I'm like, it wasn't just with, no, this is a genuine conversation. She was saying, like, if I'm having an intimate scene, like, with anybody, and like, and we're doing the scene for a continuous amount of time, and the dude doesn't get a little bit excited or something, I'm gonna feel like a piece of shit. I'm gonna feel offended. I'm like, shit, fuck it. I'm good.
You want to make sure everything's working accordingly. You know what I mean? You know, the blood is flowing appropriately. You know? And a lot of times they cast beautiful women. They do. And you have a beautiful, and you're making out. It's like,
it's bro, we humans, man.
Like you said, you got to use the emotion.
So let's be clear. So for people who don't know, I mean, maybe some of y'all don't listen to as many podcasts as I do. There is something, because I've heard people talk about this now. They got something that's called an intimacy coach, where somebody is actually in between and kind of asks.
There's no way I can do that shit.
What, baby, to do like have a kissing scene and don't get hard?
Yes.
I mean, I'm with you, but
no. I will, because I mean, so many people. I don't think I could do that.
We saying the same thing. You wouldn't be able to do an intimate scene without getting hard.
No, I'm saying I don't think I would be able to get hard because all them people that you talking
watching?
Yeah,
people watching.
Yeah, I don't think
ain't no. Yeah, you crazy as shit.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think I could do that.
Nah, you tripping.
And you talking about somebody in between us and all this, like, how the hell? No, I couldn't. No, I don't think I could do that. I'm sorry.
Maybe not at the moment but like let's just say you filming the movie and it's like
no, but like they be saying like that movie that we was what's Shorty Chloe Bailey in. Like
but that's what I'm saying. So they had an intimacy coach
right there, right in between you, right? You're doing that, whatever. Somebody's like their hand is in between, so stuff won't be seen and all that.
No, it's not. No, it's not their hand in between, but they'll put a ball or something in between you. So if there is somebody else in the room with y'all, and they may be placing stuff in between y'all, like they even got stuff for women that they can sit here and put like a cover over their nipples so their nipples won't get hard on the dude chest. Or like, let's say if it's a scene and both of y'all don't got no top on, they'll put something across the woman's chest so she won't basically have to go skin to skin or nipple to nipple with a man. But again, I'm just a horny nigga. I know for a fact, ain't no way in hell I'm kissing Paige and I wouldn't get rocked up. Any of them women that have been on any of them episodes of Power, Effie, any of them motherfuckers, you crazy as shit, nigga. I'm to be honest, I may sit here, I may have to sit here and go rip over the Bulture.
All right, next, hold up, go back. What? No, hell no, nigga. This nigga rocked up.
Nigga,
fucking like what?
Nigga, because just like she said, because let's be real. If I get what she's saying, because she just keeping it a beam because her and Mike is cool. That's why I said I wish he would have said here and said that while she was actually on the show. Because I can't imagine you sitting here saying like, nigga, she gonna think like, damn, is this nigga gay? Like we sitting here having these passionate, half naked kissing scenes and he don't get chubbed up at all.
Okay,
that's gonna make you ask
the sex scenes. Okay, but you talking about every time we have like we kissing or something like that? I'm supposed to? Nah. Nah,
man, y'all got to go back. If you was on social media when OG Power was on, the way women used to go so fucking crazy for them ghost sex scenes, you telling me that the woman is actually in the jump with him, not getting horny at all, knowing all the women that's watching this shit, they in the house horny? How? I always told prime Power when Ghost and fucking him and Angela was having sex, or him and Tasha. Man, come on, dog. Them sex scenes look like damn near like baby porn. It ain't no way in hell
because it's in a production. It's like, all right, cuts, hold up, stop. You gotta, all right, this angle. Cut. You know what I'm saying? Like that. How can you just say?
So then you basically saying you don't think you could ever even be a porn star? Is this the same way? If it's we talking about actual, I'm not talking about the low budget shit, but I'm talking about like the Bang Bros type of shit.
Hell no.
You tripping? Yeah, you tripping.
Hell nah.
What else is going on in the world? Let's keep it lighthearted. We can keep it lighthearted, but I do want to go into parenting because and this is one of the reasons why I love to pivot. So it's a dad. I forgot he got like fucking 4 kids. What all is all his? I can't remember if all his kids was in the NBA or the NFL. I think I sent. Matter of fact, hold on. I just know I got to cut it off. Yeah, I can't play the original joke because they had like some music in it. But anyway, this father, I want to say he used to be a bodybuilder himself, and I want to say I know for a fact 2 of his sons is in the NFL. I think he got 1 son in the NBA, but I know for a fact he got 2 sons in the NFL. But I do want.
My wife, we gotta change the last name. She goes, why? I say, just trust me, it's gonna look good on the jersey. And she's like, well, what are you talking about? I said, it's hard, you won't understand it. I felt like Noah in the Ark or something. I just knew what to do.
So it was football and nothing else, or did you consider?
It was football, obviously basketball, baseball. We're not doing no stupid stuff like track and field or volleyball. No. I was a bodybuilder. I won Mr. Universe twice, Mr. World 3 times. I made a little money, but not what I should have made.
Yeah.
Had I played football, I'd have been better off, or baseball or basketball. Look, parents got to guide their kids. Don't become your kid's friend. That is a bunch of BS. I give my kids a choice whether they can have chocolate or ice or vanilla. They can choose that. Other than that, I'm choosing everything because I have more knowledge than them. I'm smarter than them. I was at a golf range. There was a gentleman there hitting balls. He noticed me. He said, hey, good. I listened to your stuff. He goes, my grandson is playing some sport, and we're just trying to see what it is he likes. What do you mean what he like or she likes? You tell them what they like. This is a mistake. See, you got lazy parents, but you don't have lazy kids.
So I got he got one more clip from this episode. Do y'all got thoughts on that? What he said so far? Or do you want to hear the other clip and then
hear the other clip?
There's so many parents that don't want to drive their kids or be on their kids because they're thinking about, like you said, little Johnny or little Mary, and the conversation they're having with their siblings about dad's doing too much. What do you say to people who don't want to push their kids too hard because they want to make sure their kids are their friends at some point?
It's very dangerous what you're doing because I'm from Compton. Where I came from, you didn't drink with your daddy when you were 15, 16 years old with your mama in the house. You didn't smoke weed with your mama. Not in my neighborhood. When I came to Orange County, man, these white folks are doing all too much. As long as they're in the house, they can drink. That's a gateway to other drugs. You got to be careful trying to be their friend. You can't be their friend. There's a difference. Now, I'm a dad. I had 2 hats. One was coach, one was dad. When it's time to work, I put my coach hat on. I take that coach hat off. They know when I have the dad hat on. But you got to make sure you're not trying to be their friend. It's okay to be their mom and their dad, but drinking marijuana with your kids, that's not, it's a gateway to other things. It's gonna mess things up. At the end of the day, here's what I got to say. Just do what I goddamn tell you, you know? And it'll work out. Just do what I tell you.
So again, I believe I want to say his one of his sons is he the wide receiver for the Browns. I want to say what's Saint Brown? His last name Saint. What is it? Saint Brown or what's his name? What's the wide receiver for the? Almon Saint Brown. Whatever. Yeah, that's his dad. I forgot what his brother is. His brother. I know his brother played for one of them other teams. I can't remember what it is. But I guess my question for y'all is, as parents, is what he's saying wrong? Because I guess realistically, if you take it out of sports, parents do, especially foreign parents, when you're talking about, all the stereotypes for if you watched enough Wale interviews, he talked about how his mom and dad was like trying to force him to become a doctor and stuff like that. So you see parents do it when it comes to like other type of, I guess, jobs where people kind of only look at it crazy when it's sports. And maybe because, of course, sports is a lot harder to achieve and become a professional athlete. So maybe that's why people judge parents being as hard on their kids when it comes to sports. But nobody looks at that when a parent is super hard on their kid becoming a doctor or a lawyer. And Rich, realistically, the payout for your kid to make it to the NFL or the NBA will be way more money than your kid becoming a doctor or lawyer. But realistically, if you're talking about what's a little bit more safer and more realistic, it will be your kid becoming a lawyer or a doctor. So do you think he's kind of wrong for sitting here saying, my kid ain't got no fucking opinion? I'm the parent. Like, only time you can have an opinion if it's like what kind of ice cream you want.
No, I don't think you're wrong for that. Like I said, it's the structure of your house. If that's what you believe in, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. But also that it comes with if you got to know your kids.
But he kind of set the tone where it ain't no, if you know your kids, he kind of already.
But you can't set the tone if your kid's not athletic. If your kid's not, you can't set the tone.
But listening to him, like, you are going to set the tone because he's going to say,
but that's what I'm saying. But if your
kid only not athletic because nobody set the tone for them to be athletic.
Nah, I think it comes with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. Because think about it. Even if your kid, think about even if your kid was like a super like out of the rip, you can't help your genetics of like your kid come out as a fat kid. But if you sit here and say, I want my kid to be a football player, your kid can still be a fat kid and be an offensive or a defensive lineman. He ain't got to be a wide receiver or a running back. Yeah, my kid is a heavy set kid. We just got big ass genes in our family, but that don't mean my kid can't be a shit. When we play, I want to say, did I play that clip of that mom who sit here and she was like, she telling her son why he should be a defensive lineman? I want to say I did. I think we did play that on here. So realistically, that to me is, you can set the tone. Like I hear what you're saying. Like athletics, I don't necessarily know how athletic you actually got to be, because baseball players ain't really athletic if we keeping it a bean.
I wouldn't say they not.
All right, well, let's just keep it an offensive defensive lineman.
I wouldn't say they not.
And there's some fat niggas that play pitcher on, and like, what's my?
No, it is. But that's what I'm saying. I think it's everybody can't be. You know what I'm saying? Like every kid is not the same.
For sure.
So I can't.
But every kid. But let's be clear. But I hear what you're saying. But think about all the kids who just like damn near their parents damn near just piss out A and B students. That's because the parents set the tone.
Right, but okay, but hear me out. Even we take this for using the family wise, right? So if you look at somebody like, okay, Jeff, not athletic. His brother, not, you know what I'm saying? Like you look at how he's like, you can say
no, but again, that was because that's parents and nobody.
But his sister played. That's what I'm saying. I think it's like I said, it's certain kids. I don't think everybody. You can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna push this to be athletic. Everybody's not that athletic or got the coordination.
No, but you missing it though. Perfect. Again, but that was just pure. You can waste size and
yeah, you can. But that's what I'm saying. But I don't think that's what I'm saying. When you look at him, you be like, well, no, I know he going. It's no guarantee of that.
Yeah, you're not guaranteed that they're gonna make it to the NFL, but you can't sit here and say there's not no guarantee that your kid can't get a scholarship. Even if you sit here saying that I want my kid to just get a free ride to school, so that's the only reason why I'm making them play sports, and I can still be pushing them to be good in school, and you could just be sitting here saying we just gonna get a full ride to college just so you can be able to get a free ride. And especially now we talking about, and again we talking about the NIL generation shit. Look at how we just played. Flau'jae mom was popping cash money shit off of college money. She ain't even like, she didn't make more money in college than she gonna even make in her first 4 years in the WNBA. So you can't, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You can't guarantee your kid is gonna be athletic. And again, you sitting here saying tied in into our family. Dog, we got a cousin. Nigga, I'm like 6'1", 6'2", something like this. Nigga like 6'6", 300 something fucking pounds. His mother wasted a fucking side. Like, dog, you wasted a fucking NFL kid. You gave birth to a fucking offensive or defensive lineman, and you let this little nigga just play video games and be a fucking mute. That's a parenting. That is, if you're sitting here saying what is bad parenting, that to me, by definition, is a bad fucking parent. Cool, your kid still made it to college, but that little motherfucker could be on a full fucking scholarship somewhere else, because you can't piss out size. That nigga is 6'6", 300 pounds. That nigga should be playing in fucking Georgia somewhere. Because everybody cannot push out a fucking 6'6", 300 pounder. Like that little nigga, I would not want, if that nigga one day just snap and go crazy, I don't want to have to fight this big ass nigga. But that's how big that nigga is.
But his sister did.
Oh, I don't know who his sister is.
She played basketball. She went to Georgetown and all that. She played. That's what I'm saying. I think you.
But guess what though? So you're proving the point. But those two didn't grow up in the same house. So that means whatever house that she grew up in, they enforced. And is she tall?
Yeah.
So that's my point. So it was there. It's just it's the parenting. So when it goes into the parent in the fucking house again, so I didn't even know this. So that's my whole point of, yeah, in that house, in one house, the mom just was, hey, whatever he likes, it's cool. It doesn't matter. He doesn't want to sit here and work out or play sports. It doesn't matter. Cool. You still went to college, cool. But the difference is you see here saying the sister sit here and went to fucking college on a fucking scholarship to Georgetown. What the fuck are we talking about? That's the point of just, it's two different, same fucking, got the same genes, maybe a little bit different. One went to fucking playing sports and the other one didn't, because the other one grew up in a house where nobody made you play sports. And that's why I get what he's saying. It's like, nigga, I know what's best for my kids. If I know for a fact that in my family ain't none of us great readers and great mathematicians, if I want my kid to go to college, guess what I need to be on my kid's ass for them to fucking play sports. I think sometimes people be lying to themselves. If you know for a fact that you wasn't a great, like I know for a fact, if I had a kid today or tomorrow, I know for a fact I'm not a great reader, I'm not a great mathematician or nothing. So a skill that I picked up later in my years, guess what? I'm gonna have my kid in that motherfucking gym with me, and we'll figure it out, whatever else may be. Because think about how much just more, even if you think about if you was lifting weights when you was playing basketball, that shit may have gave you an extra advantage where you might have got a fucking free ride to school. Nobody never knows, but for this dad to kind of set that tone, because his parents who in school wise, they set that tone for their kids off the rip when it was like, you got to bring honor roll in the house. I'm sure everybody listening, you got a friend where their parents was like, ain't nothing less than a B can come in this motherfucker or you on punishment.
So you think that's more pressure being an athlete or being a straight A student?
Shit, probably a straight A student. Because I think eventually, I mean, unless you just hate sports, I feel like eventually that shit becomes fun, and the better you are at it, and all people just cheering your name and making signs for you, that shit give you a little bit more motivation. When it's coming, you talking about just off of some book shit, that's kind of just like you for real. It's you and your immediate household. Unless you got your kid in a spelling bee, but ain't where the extra people that's cheering you on and believing in you and gassing you up. Like you ain't I mean, this gonna sound a little crazy, but the nerd ain't getting fucking head from the cheerleader in school. But the little nigga who like that in football, shit, everybody and their mother trying to give him some ass. He the coolest nigga in school, especially, and it depends on the area you live in. You live in Texas or Florida or in one of North Carolina or South Carolina, like you good at sports, niggas gonna treat you differently. In high school and middle school. And think about it for shit. I mean, again, like I said, and we live in a day and age now is, man, your little kid could be fucking lit on social media already before he even do anything. Because now you got all the little highlight videos and all that. So again, like I said, I understand. I do think realistically for some, and the messed up thing about it is there are a lot of parents who just don't have time. Like, I just don't got time. I can't raise my kids the way I may. Like, maybe this gentleman, he already knew where it's like, hey, before I even have kids, I kind of know how we about to
for somebody you saying I was in bodybuilding, all right. So you already know like what it takes too.
I mean, for sure.
But I don't think it. That's why I said I don't think it can just apply to any and everybody.
I mean, it can and it can't. If you,
I think it's just a discipline. It doesn't matter whether it's bodybuilding, sports, good grades, going to college, get a scholarship. It's just about them what's supposed to be going on in their household and the parent enforcing it, no matter what it is.
No, of course, and like you just said, it's discipline, and it doesn't matter what it is. It's the parent applying the discipline. So I mean, I'm with Eric on that one. I guess real quick we gotta take a detour and kind of get into a little bit of serious news. And this one kind of go because I see people in the comment section already on some of these videos of this gentleman who got caught doing this mass shooting today. And people saying, oh, this is like, they put on their conspiracy theory, John, because realistically they sitting and saying, because of course all the, the places that the Iran and all of those places that they bomb, and of course those are Muslim countries. So they trying to tie two and two together. So you can go on any of these pages that's picking up this news clip, and you can see people in the comment section sitting here believing that there's some type of conspiracy theory on how they got the full detail of this gentleman and him having what's this saying in his shirt? Something in Allah on his shirt. So I'll play the news report though, so they can break it down.
Now, I've been telling everybody about the Austin mass shooter, and now we have a picture. And this is what we're finding out. Per multiple federal law enforcement sources to our own Bill Malhusian, the Austin mass shooter is a 53-year-old naturalized U.S. citizen who was born in Senegal and was living in Pflugerville, Texas. Material recovered from his person and inside the vehicle give possible indications of a nexus to terrorism, as the FBI announced earlier today. And remember what we said he had in his possession and was also wearing. The shooter was wearing clothing that said Allah on it. His sweater said property of Allah. And there's also known to be an undershirt with an Iranian flag and other materials inside. And remember what Representative Michael McCall of Texas just told me last hour. He said, Harris, in my own backyard, just last night, we had an event that possibly could have been terror inspired right here in Austin, Texas. This is what he was talking now. I've been.
my God. What is going on? What the fuck is going on? Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck?
I've been telling everybody about the Austin mass shooter, and now we have a picture. And this is what we're finding out per multiple federal law enforcement sources to our own Bill Malusian. The Austin mass shooter is a 50. Brett, I was reminding Americans this is not a new place for us to be in terms of keeping our heads on a swivel, but it bears repeating. We've lost Americans in the fight on the battlefield, and protecting the homeland now is also something that we must be on the alert. Now, authorities have not tied this Austin situation to what's happening in the Middle East as terror related to that, but they are investigating it just moments ago, confirming as a possible terror attack. Your reaction?
Well, we have to remain vigilant. I mean, Khamenei, he was a religious figure. We don't know if this attack was associated, but it very well may be. But the fact is, this isn't a representation of how most people from that region feel. The Iranian people, they fear their own rulers more than our own military. They hate, their own oppressive rulers than anyone else. And we may see more attacks like this. We have to be vigilant. There are proxy groups everywhere that are looking for ways to harm Americans and hurt Americans. And but the fact of the matter is, overall, there are images right now showing most Iranians and most Shias celebrating today, not because of war, but because they hate their own rulers more than anyone else. That's a sign that we're striking, not just at their military, we're striking at the legitimacy of a brutal regime. The Iranian people want better relationships with the West. They have the potential to be our biggest ally. I think it's important we collectively separate the terrorist regime from that of the majority Iranian people. These people have spent decades, trying to hurt us. And so the fact is, again, we just need to remain vigilant in the wake of these strikes.
Look, I don't want to make too much out of this because the FBI and federal authorities have to do their jobs and tell us what the facts are with this particular case. What you are looking at on your screen right now, the man that they suspect to be the Austin, Texas shooter. And he is 53 years old. And I don't
for ways to harm.
know if you had seen this as well. There were all sorts of descriptions about age, but now we know some specificity. He's 53-year-old American citizen, naturalized, originally from Senegal. He is wearing a sweater. And you can see here a sweater that says "Property of Allah" with an undershirt in the Iranian flag. I want to ask you about this. We had a tremendous amount of people come across the border, and I can't ignore this because this is just fact, Brett. There are a lot of people in this country. We don't know if they're being radicalized. Maybe some came in and they participated in that or led the way or have become something different while they're here. But it matters letting millions of people come in and you have no way to vet them. And that's what happened under the Biden administration. We're catching up, but a lot of those people are still here. Your thoughts?
Well, with that, as well as what's going on overseas, there's been a seismic shift in global security, right? That regime over there in Iran is, fragile after corruption. That border for years was a perfect place for the Iranian regime to send some of their proxy groups undetected. I don't know if you remember years ago, we almost had an attack in DC where Iranians were sent in to try and kill the Saudi ambassador at the time. There are humans out there that want to hurt us. And right now there is a complete structural shock to the Iranian regime and their way of life. They're in
again, I don't want to I ain't gonna say I don't want to sit here and kill us with the news, but you kind of, again, you have to kind of just stay diligent on that and kind of just pay attention. I honestly don't know if I want to buy in or believe into the conspiracy theories already, but it just seems like I honestly don't know. Realistically, I don't know what to believe, if it's a conspiracy or is it just kind of like, yeah.
I feel like either way, you gotta pay attention.
But even with the people recording, again, it's nowhere. I'm just telling you, I'm never going to be thinking about recording none of this shit. I'd be just so amazed to see how many people actually just record some of this stuff. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, that should be crazy to me. Like, just for somebody to actually have, like, to record that, like, while it's going on, like, in real time is absolutely insane to me. I'm not even gonna hold you.
What would you record?
I don't know, though. To be honest, it ain't too many things I would sit here and pull my phone out on.
For real?
Hell no. just because it's like I want to just be able to get the fuck out of there.
I mean, if you're already recording and it happens, that's
Yeah.
something
Oh,
different.
yeah. It's cool. Like, yeah, if you already recording, like, let's say if you was just for whatever reason you shooting a selfie or you doing whatever, and then it just literally somebody just break out shooting. Then I mean, I guess I get it, but it's just like
But in the middle of, I'm not pulling my phone out and recording.
Even if it's somebody known, you wouldn't even pull your phone out.
What you mean, like somebody known, like fighting?
Like if it was like, let's just like if you saw act with somebody, was like that, would you?
Like if I see somebody beating DJ Academics, as hell, yeah, I'm recording that. Because I just know how much nigga that shit gonna go up. I'm gonna do numbers, but you someone like, dude, this shit is like life or death. Nah, dog. Like for a nigga to just be sitting here, this nigga was recording somebody letting off 14 shots and he just screaming, oh my God. Nah, dog. I'm gonna be trying to kick it the fuck fast as I possibly can or get somewhere and ball up under a car or something. Ain't no way. I'm not gonna be recording shit. And definitely sure ain't gonna be recording with no goddamn commentary on the side. There's no way in hell. It's not gonna happen. Man, what else is going on in the world? Oh, this shit was funny.
Nope.
You used to let me drink after your stuff all the time.
That's when you was pure.
I'm still pure.
No, you ain't. You go to HBCU.
What do that have to do with anything?
And do everything.
No, I don't.
You got to do with everything.
Y'all are ridiculous, Daddy. I need something.
You better not touch my straw. I know that. You put your mouth on my straw, I'm telling you, going to the store and you buying me another drink.
I got all this food for free.
I don't care. Don't touch my drink, baby. Don't ever put your mouth on my drink no more. Them days is over with. Oh.
What else is going on? I guess let's get into the hockey shit. I don't again, I mean, of course, y'all know I don't watch hockey, so I really honestly wouldn't even be a story. I wouldn't even honestly even give a fuck about the hockey shit if it wasn't for the young black girl who played on the women's hockey team. But again, when we talking about when people sit here and say keep sports out, I mean keep politics out of sports, I feel like at this point in time it's almost damn near virtually impossible to kind of keep the two separate, even if people want to keep her separate. So I don't even know where I want to start with this one. I guess I'll go. Here we go. This one first.
Put your name to it. Say what you mean.
Whoa, just did.
No, he didn't. He just said,
Pause, please. I love this guy. Mike Ryan, you're the man, Mike Ryan. Mike Ryan explains everything you need to know about these freaking hypocrites and Boomer Esiason. Roll it.
You chicken. Because your MAGA-coded bull has been going on for 10 years. The guy is in office for a second time because his whole platform is how much this country stinks. Yet you sit on the sidelines when Nick Bosa wears a MAGA hat on the postgame. Where's the same energy? I'm a sports fan. My soccer team won the Club World Cup. He was on the friggin' stage. I had to eat it. I'm a NASCAR fan. Riley Gaines is giving incantations. The president is literally taking laps at the Daytona International Motor Speedway. It took me 45 minutes to get into the national championship game because the Secret Service is there checking everybody because he so effectively uses sports to sports watch his image. And yet I've had to eat it.
I want this guy to be on the show. I think the Dan Libertard show asked me to be on this week, but I wasn't in the right city for them to. So I'm going to go on the show. I love this guy and I love these guys. I love this kind of conversation too. And if you disagree with me, okay, let me know. But I love this kind of conversation. And it's the kind of shit that you don't see in mainstream media because the mainstream media is set up for fake fucking fights. Let's book these people so that they can fight. And then we'll have a Trump stooge here and then another MAGA stooge there. And we have to have a woman who's a MAGA stooge. And we have to have a man who's a MAGA stooge. And if we can find a black MAGA stooge, that is great. Just to stir up controversy. It is fucking embarrassing. Stop it. This is a kind of organic, honest conversation that should be had. And I love these guys for having it. Let Mike Ryan cook. Go. That dude is the bomb. I want to have drinks with him. I want to hang with him. I want to talk politics and worldviews and just.
All right, that was just a warm up real quick. Let's get into the real shit when it comes to the hockey thing. So here we go.
The worst thing about that USA men's hockey locker room video is that it is the ultimate reminder of how often women in sports get treated as a punchline. Like, even if you just won a gold medal, even if you just reached the pinnacle of your sport and dominated along the way, repping red, white, and blue, you won. And you still can be reduced to a punchline by the president. And you can sit there and say, relax, it's just a joke. Lighten up. It's just a joke. Yeah, that's my point. You're making it a joke. And why? Why, after that game, a tremendous gold medal game, USA men win their first gold in 46 years. Since 1980, the game was awesome. Hellebuck was playing his ass off with those saves. Jack Hughes, our little toothless wonder, has the game winner. The emotions are high. The honoring of the Gaudreau family and the kids coming out for that picture and everything just, it felt so good. Like, that's why sports are awesome. This is how sports are supposed to make you feel. This is the good stuff. And then, pow. And we'll get told to get over it. And guess what? We will. We will. Because that's what women in sports and around sports always have to do. You have to be the bigger person. And you keep showing up despite knowing that those are the kind of things, those are the kind of hee-hee-ha-ha jokes that get said. And that was on camera. So imagine what gets said off camera. It's gross. Anyway, shout out to the women who once again saved the USA's ass in the gold medal count and the total medal count. 8 of our 12 gold medals were won by women, and like 63% of our total medals were won by women. I think it's like the 6th or 7th straight Olympics between summer and winter where the women have exceeded the men in total medal count. Anyway, but yeah, I guess we have to invite the women to the worst thing about.
Real quick before I play anybody else, I just kind of just want to give y'all a friendly reminder. I'm literally only talking about this hockey shit because a black girl played on that team. I wouldn't be talking. I don't give a fuck about hockey. People don't give a fuck about hockey. And it was a friendly little reminder how much people didn't give a fuck about hockey because, of course, sometimes people just got black people gonna always, when they can stick it to white motherfuckers, they will. So they send you a friendly reminder that Angel Reese had more followers than the whole U.S. men's hockey team combined. People, I tell y'all this all the time. I don't give a fuck how much black people sit here and try to be humble and not give each other enough credit when credit is due, bro. If black people don't play this shit, people don't care. Black people make shit cool. I don't give a fuck how many white people go to the shit, how many white people wear the jerseys and whatever the case. Nobody don't give a fuck. That's why when you cut on ESPN, nobody don't ever be talking about this shit on none of their shows. This literally is only a conversation because I'm telling you, my black ass would not be playing none of these fucking clips if that one black girl did not play on this goddamn hockey team. And I feel sorry for U.S. hockey women and all the white women who play on that team. I do kind of feel bad for you because it is kind of fucked up because I'm sure they played and they won with pride. They rocked their USA shit, so it is kind of like, but what do you expect? Donald Trump gonna beat Donald Trump? It's no way in hell. But again, the crazy thing is, and that's why I just
why did he invite them though? Or why would he even? Because like I said, there's other people that won gold medals. Why? Like, you didn't even invite nobody from the Summer Olympics.
Nigga, because you know why you didn't. Because nigga, you know for a fact that the Summer Olympics is what played by 90% of black people on USA or any other fucking sport. That's why they sit here and say it's so I forgot what I was listening to when they were sitting here saying, I want to say it may have been a Breakfast Club, but Charlamagne was like, nigga, the Winter Olympics is the White Olympics. So of course, you gonna feel comfortable. I never
know anybody to go for the.
Nigga, you imagine imagine Donald Trump trying to invite LeBron James and Steph Curry to the fucking White House.
I'm just saying I never knew the Olympic teams went to the White House. After, like I said, I know like championship game. You know what I'm saying? Those.
No, nigga, they do. Nigga, you can't sit here. You can't say that. Nigga, you just seen we just put on the Netflix jump when it was fucking when Anthony Edwards had that little situation with Obama. They do it if it's the president that they fuck with.
No, but I don't think. But that wasn't that was recently. That was
because they ain't going.
I'm saying I'm talking about. I didn't know that was a thing, inviting people to the White House. I thought that was only like after they win the championship. Like that, I didn't think that was for.
I think it just depends on who the president is. I'm sure we can. I'm 100% positive. Oh, that wasn't the first time Obama ever been around the U.S. I'm sure.
Yeah, no, him being around. I'm talking about inviting him to the White House. He was at the games. But when they did that, but I'm talking about inviting somebody to the White House. I thought that was just for the championship winner. I didn't know that was for the.
I don't want to sit here. I don't want to be quoted or lying on it because I'm not 100% positive. But I just know for a fact if Donald Trump and their niggas ain't too many niggas running to go there, and Donald Trump ain't dumb enough to even sit here and play himself. LeBron James and Steph Curry and Steve Kerr and all them niggas have used their public platforms to kind of shit on Trump. So you can damn near bet your bottom dollar that he wasn't going to never sit here and invite them.
Because that's I would feel that's the right time to invite somebody to the White House. You represent the country.
Yeah, them niggas ain't gonna go though, and he know that.
I'm just talking off the basketball. I'm just saying anybody else, I would think that would be the right time.
I mean, I think it just depends because again, when you talk about the regular Olympics, is normally more majority black athletes, and a lot of them have used their platforms to sit here and kind of go against what Trump stands for. So I mean, it kind of like, to me, it kind of almost makes sense. Yeah, what sports you kind of know with some of these niggas. I mean, I play this other dude who kind of do a lot more deep dive into who some of these U.S. men's hockey players are. And then we can get into something else. I will play this lady bigging up Flavor Flav as well, because Flavor Flav did step up.
Listen to this.
You understand how they could feel pretty put down by that moment.
I get it. I think, I don't really, of course, I have no really other comments other than, for the things that we can control. And that was, we supported them, they support us. Can't control about, what other people say. That's just kind of life itself. So, but for us, I thought not just the importance, but it was fun.
That was Brady Tkachuk being asked a question by Claire Hanna, who you see right here of TSN. Here was her follow-up.
It was just fun to be around them.
So then why would you laugh when they got invited?
I mean, I don't really have an answer. Honestly, it was just a whirlwind of a moment that, like, you can't really control what somebody says, and it just, I guess, caught off guard a little bit. But I mean, when you're talking to the president 10 minutes after you just achieve your dream, it's just the fact that you're talking to him. It's just, you can't really believe where your life's at, that you're talking to the president of the United States after you just want to go.
This is what good reporting looks like. This is what having a well-functioning media looks like. Tkachuk would also say he hadn't reached out to a single member of Team USA women's hockey since that call. Didn't reach out. But he did practice the line of, can't control what other people say. No, but you can control the way that you react. And you, along with everyone in that room, failed that test. Not necessarily that you needed the reminder, but hockey culture is hockey culturing on Claire Hanna right now. She doesn't deserve any of it. But I go back to these quotes from Jack Hughes and many others, Austin Matthews, saying everything is so political when you guys are the ones who allowed the director of the FBI in the locker room. You guys are the ones who went to the White House, wore Trump hats, attended the State of the Union, even allowed him to share the moment with you with the gold medals. But oh, would you look at that? The politics are politicking as well. The White House posted an AI video of Brady Tkachuk calling Canadians maple syrup eating, you see it. He would go on to say, it's not my voice. That's not who I am. Oh, look at what happened here. So if you're keeping up, Brady Tkachuk has had a doctored White House AI video of him. Many believed it was Brady Tkachuk saying, close the northern border. He plays for the Ottawa Senators. The Trump comments about the women's hockey team, and he's done absolutely nothing to put out that fire. And now he is captaining Ottawa after beating Canada.
Again, I apologize to all my listeners. I know y'all don't want to hear this white people shit, but it was just a part of the news story. And it was just like, all right, whatever, dog. But again, that's just, again, sometimes you gotta allow white people to have their shit. Hockey is white people shit. Baseball is damn near y'all shit. It's white people shit, and y'all share that shit with the fucking Spanish niggas. But I'm gonna play this Flavor Flav shit and we can get off the Olympic shit, because again, the Summer Olympics is my shit. Again, shout out to that young lady who played on the hockey team. You kind of like, I ain't even gonna lie to you, like, we celebrated you as Black History Month last month, but now we're in March. You kind of, it's like a little bit of your fault that even this shit is even on anybody's radar, because I promise you, if you was playing basketball or playing something else that Black people actually involved in, this fucking hockey shit wouldn't even be a goddamn story and nobody wouldn't even be paying attention. This shit would be TMZ news and it would have never made it onto this fucking podcast.
You know what I think? I think Flavor Flav is everything people think Snoop Dogg is. Now, I need y'all to hear me out. Give me a moment to plead my case. Just hear me out. See, both have been very visible at several Olympic Games. Snoop Dogg has been NBC's paid talent, carrying the torch, riding Zambonis, doing cute little segments with the hosts like Mike Tirico. That's a brand deal with the network. And listen, get your money, Snoop. Cash that check. But let's not confuse being paid to show up with paying to uplift others. See, Flavor Flav has been at 2 Olympics writing checks, not just posing, but providing. He funded the U.S. women's water polo team in 2024 at the Paris Games out of his pocket. Then he came back in 2026 and sponsored the bobsled and skeleton teams in Milan. And when the women's hockey team won gold and turned down an invitation to the White House after being disrespected, old Flav said, I got y'all, real celebration, Las Vegas, all female Olympians invited. That's not a brand moment. That's a man using his own money and his platform to actually serve. And here's the part that needs to be called out, y'all. Flavor Flav never, ever built his career trying to be palatable to power. And he has stood on business for over 30 years. He came from Public Enemy. They weren't comfortable. They weren't safe. They were not supposed to be. They told the truth, even when it cost them access. Meanwhile, Snoop Dogg, one of the nation's biggest gangster rappers in history, literally performed at Donald Trump's inauguration. These two men are not the same. One chased access, one used access to serve. One got paid by power, the other paid the way for people. And that's exactly why I think Flavor Flav deserves his flowers right now. Because see, real ones don't just wear the clock, they remind you exactly what time it is.
Damn, she smoked that shit. Again, shout outs to Flavor Flav. What else is going on in the world real quick? Just some nonsense nigga shit. I ain't gonna say nonsense nigga shit. Let's go to oh yeah, nonsense nigga shit. Let's go Magic City and Atlanta. So people who don't know, the Atlanta Hawks is having a Magic City night. I believe, is it this Monday or is it? Oh, it's 2 Mondays from now. No, it's the 16th, March 16th. March 16th. That's the day after your birthday, right? Yeah.
Everyone on the Hawks marketing team deserves a raise, a fat one, because the Hawks may not be championship contenders, but they stay in the headlines. And I am here to answer all of your questions.
Real quick, and for people, I'm about to play this. This is Mariah Rose. She does a lot of commentary on just sports in general. And the reason why she is the perfect person to talk about this, because she did used to work for the Atlanta Hawks on their social media marketing department team. So of course she is from Atlanta, so she realistically is probably the best person to absolutely talk about this. If anybody else, ain't nobody else better than her to talk about this situation.
Because the Atlanta Hawks have made history as the first NBA team to partner with a strip club. Yes, they are having an official Magic City Monday game night. I have seen it all. Like, leave it to Atlanta. Now, I know what you're thinking. Will a pole arise from center court at the logo and the strippers perform at halftime? I am here to answer all your questions. I'm actually the best person to speak on the subject as an Atlanta native, someone who has worked for the Hawks, and someone who has been to Magic City. I'm so sorry, Mom, if you're watching this video. I've seen a lot of mixed reaction to this on social media, but I am here to tell you, here in Atlanta, Magic City is not simply a strip club. It is a cultural phenomenon. The rappers go to Magic City, the ballers go to Magic City, and the hungry people who just want wings go to Magic City. This is going to be the most Atlanta thing I've ever said in my life, but when I was doing a studio session with my homegirls recording a diss track, I ordered Magic City wings to the studio, and they were incredible. Now, obviously, my first question was, how are the Hawks going to spin this to the public? I mean, how did they convince Adam Silver that this was a good idea? So I read the press release. The Atlanta Hawks today announced a special one-night collaboration to celebrate the city's iconic cultural institution, Magic City, during the team's home game against Orlando, the Orlando Magic. Atlanta, you are not slick. Of course we do a Magic City night against the Magic. On Monday, March 16th. Let me write that down because I need to get my tickets. As part of this celebration, the Hawks have worked with Magic City to bring the best of phenomena for fans and attendance at the award-winning State Farm Arena. I can see how this can be confusing to outsiders, but here in Atlanta, them calling Magic City a cultural institution is not a stretch. That is truly what it is. And look, I don't like the strip club. I'm Drake. After a while, I start getting sad and wanting to change their lives. Like, this is somebody's mama. It makes me uncomfortable. I am not a fan of the strip club. I've been to Magic City one time. It is booty butt naked Cirque du Soleil. It is beautiful. It is an experience. It's like Disney on ice with no clothes. That's probably a really weird way to put it, but they are truly acrobats in there. Now, what will this night entail? Enjoy lemon pepper and Lou Will lemon pepper wet wings from Magic City Kitchen. Shop an exclusive co-branded Atlanta Hawks x Magic City hoodie. Catch ATL legend T.I. performing at halftime. I mean, count me in. And the hoodie gonna sell out. They ate this. This is perfect. If you're not from Atlanta, you probably don't get it. Living in Atlanta, makes perfect sense to me. Everyone.
Again, shout out to the Atlanta Hawks for thinking outside of the box. Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks for getting what's my man name from Golden State? Kaminga. I forgot what his first name is. But Jonathan Kaminga. Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks. They are 3-0 since he's been in the lineup. I ain't mad at the Hawks for that. To me, that's tight. You got to find a kind of cool, different ways to get people to want to come to just regular season games and realistically, because I mean, some people feel like the Hawks was trying to tank. Don't necessarily know if that's still their MO because right now, I mean, they are winning games. Like I said, they are 3-0 since Kaminga got there. I'm not mad at them. I mean, and that is, I mean, if you follow any of the Magic City pages or if you ever seen any of their junks, that is one of their signature things outside of the wings is they do sell those Magic City hoodies. So I mean, and people, I'm surprised people buy the hoodies because I personally just wouldn't wear no goddamn strip clubs hoodie. But people wear them Jones, and them shits ain't cheap. But once say them Jones like $150 or something like that, I wouldn't. Again, like I said, I personally wouldn't buy them Jones, but I'm not mad at them for sitting here doing it. It's probably the Atlanta Hawks on like the on the shoulder part. But you know, they did the same. They did it with the 85 South show before. They had the 85 South Day Jones, and they had the 85 South Atlanta Hawks hoodies. So I mean, this is something that they kind of do on the regular, but I mean, of course, they're doing it with Magic City, so that kind of just makes it more of a bigger story than actually, you know, them doing it like if they was just doing it with the 85 South show. So I mean, again, I ain't mad at them. I mean, it's on brand for Atlanta. Let's go to some just some local bullshit real quick.
York was, you know, they are very fashionable, but they take credit for a lot of things that they didn't create. And that's just the truth. In the 80s, when the New Yorkers was coming down here, the DC guys didn't like it. And so if you looked like you was from New York, you might lose your life. So one of the first things that you do, you camouflage, you blend in. Down here, everybody was wearing Timberlands with the taps. If the New Yorkers created the Timberland street fashion, right? Name another shoe that y'all made famous then. If that's the case, y'all started a style in the 80s and y'all still doing it in 2026. All right, now, if you ask me that question, this is what I'm gonna say. We did Timberlands. After Timberlands, New Balance, Nike boots, foam posits. I could keep going. You see, so fashion keeps going. So when I say we started a Timberland, then I'm saying we started this, then I'm saying this, and I'm saying this, and we could keep on going. We keep on living. We started the style, but New York made it famous. I'm not taking their credit. I'm saying that we sparked the fire. Y'all burnt the house down, but y'all didn't start it. That's all I'm trying to say. Because if you did, then you could start something else. What's the next thing y'all do? Y'all still wearing Timberlands? We don't even wear them joints like that no more. Because that's what happened with fashion. You outgrow stuff. Paid in full. Only person had Timberlands on in the movie was the police dude that was from DC.
Alpo, yeah.
And Alpo. But they like, oh, but see, Alpo had them on. Yeah, but he in that same scene that he was talking, he like, look, we got to go down to DC because they got motion, this and that. So he was talking about DC and he was looking like us because why he just came back from DC. The truth is the truth. You know what I mean? Y'all took it and made it.
Okay, I guess to add on real quick to some extra non-necessary New York versus DC beef, Fat Joe and Jada Kiss had Lola Brooks on their podcast and they had a conversation about mumbo sauce will absolutely make DMV people lose their everlasting mind. And listen to what I'm saying, I ain't mad, of course, because I'm going to always ride for the hometown, and listening to them have a conversation about mumbo sauce and not absolutely acknowledge it being a DC thing, it was kind of crazy a little bit, but I'm not mad at people on social media. They drag Lola Brooks so bad she had to sit here and get on Facebook and sit here and reply to everybody and sit here and kind of cop please, where it's like she was saying that New York started it or the case may be, it just kind of migrated, and that is one of the reasons why some people don't like that little what's the shit called that they sell in the grocery store, Capital City mumbo sauce. I mean. And people, of course, because you never realistically, and this is almost like some in-house shit that people kind of talk about, and people really did. I have never really seen people drag it via social media until this conversation, and that was like why people was like, that's why they don't like certain DC shit being gentrified, because it's like, it's like it's a watered down shit. Like have you had actual? If you go to a real,
but original, like there's no original taste to it. So how can you?
I mean, yeah, no, because I mean, some people. It depends on who you are. Because some people, I mean, I think we had this conversation on here before. Some people like the dark red mumbo sauce that almost look like barbecue sauce, and most people like the light bright red shit. So I mean,
But that's what I'm saying. But for like how people you say was kind of kicking their back end when they first come.
But no, I'm saying people never said it via social media. Like this, I think this is just a conversation that people have in their house and like maybe just in your like. In
I mean, I saw it on social media for a little while, but
I never seen it.
When it first came out, I saw it on there for a while. They were saying like it's not really, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what can you really? It's not really like a signature taste for mumbo sauce because you got different variety, you got different.
I think it depends on what you like. I think for somebody like myself, I like the bright red shit. I'm cool on and again, like I said, I thought we had this conversation on here before. I'm not a fan of the barbecue sauce looking mumbo sauce. Like I'm cool on that. If it's not bright red, I don't want it. So for that capital city mumbo sauce or whatever it's called, that shit is dark brown. It look like barbecue sauce. And to be honest, if you're keeping it a bean, like, I mean, it's cool. Like, it got a different little taste. It don't taste like barbecue sauce, but I can argue that, shit, have you had the Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce from, like, did they sell in the grocery store? Like, that's the difference. Like, when Chick-fil-A sell their sauce, it tastes like whatever you're going to get from Chick-fil-A in the junk.
And that's what I'm saying. So, like you said, the Chick-fil-A sauce, that's their signature sauce. It can be duplicated, but that's what I'm saying. But the mumbo sauce is not like a signature flavor, like a taste. Like everybody make their the little crab dip. Everybody make their little dip sauce.
Yeah, and what's the name of Sweet Baby Ray? What's this shit called? What is it, baby? What is it, junk called? That barbecue sauce. I mean, is it Ray? What is it, Ray? What?
I think it's Sweet Baby.
It's sweet, but they got one. They try to sell it, and it don't taste like some sauce that somebody would make in their house. Let's be clear. I'm sure in every family, if y'all having y'all crab events, y'all got the designated family member who make the best crab sauce. So you don't let everybody in the family can't make the crab sauce. Everybody know how to do it. Everybody mustard, your ketchup, your hot sauce, maybe you might throw some Old Bay in there, whatever the case may be. But everybody's for some reason just don't come out and taste the same. It could be the same exact ingredients, but even sometimes it could be the hot sauce that fuck it up. Or it could be the extra seasoning you put in. If it's not Old Bay or if it's not from the actual crab, man, some people, this shit just don't hit the same. And again, when you talk about mumbo sauce, I think that's why sometimes for certain shit, I'm not mad at people. I seen somebody who made a poster maybe like a week ago, and they was like, thank God that go-go never got gentrified. Because I seen a girl, she was like, yeah, my father was like, he'd be pissed if a fucking band from Compton started here and try to start a go-go band.
Shit, they got bands.
But it ain't go-go. Yeah, niggas can have bands, but we all know the difference.
They got go-go bands.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, though. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I can't argue with you because you more tapped into the go-go shit than I am nowadays. But I ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. If you ain't from,
what's name of them performed out there?
No, listen to what I'm saying. People do shows. Yes, TJ Smooth do be having go-go's in California, but it's a different.
But I think they actually have an actual band out there. I know in Atlanta, I know down south they do, and like I said, I want to say they got one in Cali too.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Because I want to say, what's my man from? I think he used to play with Northeast Groovers or whatever. He used to be he be out there, like he stays in Cali. He be performing too. So
that's what I'm saying. It's cool. Listen to what I'm saying. It's cool. There you can go to a casino, you can go to the live, and they be having bands playing some of them jokes. We all know the difference between an authentic go-go band and niggas just playing instruments. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck what you talking about or where they from and what they playing. Y'all niggas know the difference. And if for people who actually been outside, niggas used to treat go-go bands that didn't have a neighborhood behind them the same fucking way I'm sitting here saying ain't nobody trying to hear no fucking go-go band from California. I'm not trying to hear that shit, though. I don't want to hear that gentrified shit the same way niggas feel about this capital city mumbo sauce shit. If it don't come from everything, don't have to be bought in the store. Everything don't need to be made in for corporate America's taste bud. Like, leave some shit just to be a local experience. It's cool. Like, I think every time niggas and because you don't want to come off as a hater, niggas don't want to never say nothing until shit like this happen. When you hear a bunch of motherfucking New York people acting like this is some shit that was made in the Bronx or Brooklyn. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, it's okay to have we niggas can't sit here. You can't package up Mardi Gras nowhere else. Like, people can throw Mardi Gras parties and all this Mardi Gras themed parties, but that shit ain't Mardi Gras. If you ain't getting your bees from off of Bourbon Street or whatever the fuck is going down in New Orleans, we don't want that shit. I'm not trying. Me personally, I don't want to go see no go-go nowhere else if it ain't in fucking in DC. Now, maybe, of course, back in the day when it was attached to HBCUs and DC people was going to school there, cool. But anyway, I'm not trying to, I don't want to fucking go see no goddamn TOB, TCB, none of that shit in California. Why the fuck do I want to do that? Like that shit, it's not even the same experience. Like, nigga, I want that near-death experience. That's why people go to the go-go, and that's why people stop going. You can't gentrify go-go. If I can't get that same, if I can't feel like, damn, I gotta hurry up and leave before this last song, I don't want to fucking go to that shit, because that shit is fake. Like, nigga, give me the real shit. What? Am I tripping? And that's why people outgrow go-go. You know why? Because a motherfucker feel like I don't want to get killed. Am I tripping?
No
not no more what? That don't happen to go-go's no more? Niggas don't get killed no more?
No, niggas don't ever leave early. That's not the mentality now. Hell no.
Oh, I mean, well, maybe not. I mean, it shouldn't be. Y'all niggas is damn near 40 and 50 years old still going to see back. Y'all, I hope that ain't the same fucking experience anymore. Like, but still, I just don't gentrify my shit. Give me the real, raw, uncut shit. I don't want the fucking bullshit, dog.
Huh?
You know about mumbo sauce?
Mambo sauce?
Yeah, you don't know about that?
No, what's that?
You gotta come to the sky and get mumbo sauce on your French fries.
Like, and I don't mean this in no disrespect, but listen to this, bitch. What are we talking about? You gotta come to Bed-Stuy to get mumbo sauce. Ain't like Lola Brooks, like, cut it the fuck out, dog. Like, if she said that shit, like, you can't get the real shit at the Stuy. Like, what? And I ain't even mad at her because she young. I know she ain't even really been to DC and don't even have no real experience here. So in her mind, she probably really thought that she was spitting the fucking truth. And that's my point why all money ain't good money, dog. Don't gentrify my mumbo sauce and don't gentrify my fucking go-go. Y'all can have any fucking thing else y'all want.
But it's crazy.
I'm cool,
but
dog.
when you say don't gentrify, like, but we didn't make it. Black people didn't make mumbo sauce.
It don't. And guess what? And the Chinese motherfuckers didn't mean for it to go nowhere else. Chicago got Hurls, and you don't hear niggas in Chicago talking about, yeah, we got mumbo's fried chicken. Hurls is fried chicken. But you don't hear niggas in Chicago, because guess what? Chinese people didn't go all around the world and try to gentrify that shit because they want you to come to DC and experience something that you can only experience here. It's not meant to go every fucking way else. When a motherfucker be like, I want a good ass crab cake, niggas don't be like, oh, I'm going to the Southwest on the water. No, you're taking your ass out Baltimore. What the fuck are we talking about, dog? Some shit is supposed to be meant for certain areas. Everything ain't supposed to be for every fucking body. I don't give a fuck who made it. Certain shit is just supposed to be for just that area, dog. That's it. I don't give a fuck. When we talked about when did we talk about a couple of weeks ago when we first not talking about when we talked about Mr. Tenderism last week, when we first had that original conversation about barbecue, and you was like, man, shit, the white boys is the ones who get crazy on the jump. No, I know we was talking about him, but that's when we originally talked about him, not last week when we talked about him getting fired, but when we originally talked about him. But my whole point is, I didn't argue with you back on that when I said, yeah, you're probably right, because most of the places that's super popular for barbecue, like Kansas City, it's a bunch of white people that live there. I'm not mad at you can't even argue that. Nobody with a real food taste or know anything about food or know anything about that area, nobody can argue with you about barbecue and sit here saying white people get busy with the barbecue, because Kansas City is known for their barbecue and ain't nothing but a bunch of white motherfuckers who live in Kansas City. I'm not going to argue that. Let them have their shit. If you sit here saying, hey, where can I go get barbecue from? Why the fuck would I want to sit here and try to go get some barbecue? They got barbecue other places. You think the barbecue that you get from, what's the shit that they sell in North Carolina that everybody go get when they go to North Carolina? Was that carry out? I mean, what's this shit called? Take out? What is
That's
it called?
not barbecue.
Cookout?
That's not barbecue.
What you mean that's not barbecue? They
don't sell barbecue there. At the cookout?
What's the chicken? What's the little sandwich with the meat on it? Because you can get it in a bowl. You don't have to get it on a sandwich.
Full pork?
Yeah.
Sell that there at the cookout.
Since when?
Yeah, no, that's like they sell like chicken nuggets and
Nigga, you're tripping. Look up
it's in one in Virginia. I've been there recently. They don't sell no damn barbecue there.
Nigga, yes, they do. That's the only thing I get from there. You are tripping.
What else you got in there? Because you could get
it in a sandwich, or you can just get it in a bowl. I promise you, nigga, that's the only thing I ever got from there. You think I just randomly said that?
No, I never.
Google it. I guarantee you, when you pull up the menu, I promise you, they got a barbecue sandwich. Yeah,
I've never had no barbecue there.
Nigga, just look at the menu. You looking at pictures. All you gotta do is look at the menu. I promise you, they got it. Because you can get it on a sandwich or you can get it in a bowl.
I know they mostly sell burgers and stuff like that. I ain't never seen those.
But why you looking at it? Let me finish playing this Lola, bro.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I've never.
So what is it?
They
like,
got it though.
It sounds like mayonnaise and ketchup.
No. I don't rock with mayonnaise. Me and mayonnaise, we don't get along.
You ever been to Comcast? The fuck Don't play with me, man.
No.
It sound like
It's a Chinese restaurant.
famous. That shit come
Oh,
sound
the
like
famous
pork.
Chinese restaurant. You eat
I
anything.
never heard that shit before, lady. Huh?
Oh, let me tell you how you know DC motherfuckers got mad. No, it was and this was on off the DMV Hoods and News jump. Nigga, that shit had damn near 2,000 fucking comments in that jump. Again, like I said, it's just certain shit that just shouldn't be gentrified. Like everything don't need a corporate dollar behind. Allow people to just thug it out in their carryouts. I'm sure that them people and guess what? And that's why. And the fucked up part about it is, it's black people who do own that capital city mumbo soul shit, and then y'all ain't even supposed to own that. That's not even y'all shit. That's the fucked up part about it. And that's why nobody never said nothing, because you don't want to hate on a black person getting their money, but you know for a fact y'all dead ass wrong. That's the Chinese people shit. Let them have their shit. I want to go to the carrier, and this is what I love about just
that's why I said that's why I just said it's kind of funny. It's like, I get it. We trying to say hey, it might have started here or what, but I'm just like, but that's not us. It's not we didn't come up making it.
Yeah, it's some bullshit. Again, real quick, just go back. We can bounce around back and go into music real quick. Shout outs to Juvenile and Meg Thee Stallion. And the crazy thing is, I had this on my topic section for like 3 weeks, and I kept forgetting to sit here and talk about it because sometimes we just get into so many topics and I don't even end up looking at my my list. But I wanted, because I had it on the jump early in the year, and I said it was so crazy. I'm sure nobody had on their bingo card in 2026 out of all the Young Money, Cash Money artists to ever be signed. I'm sure nobody would have thought that Juvenile had him a hit record before Lil Wayne, before Nicki Minaj, before Drake, before Tiger, before any of them other Cash Money, Young Money artists. Juvenile is the first person to have a hit in 2026, and he got one for the old heads. And you know what's so crazy though? People will argue with you about anything on social media, because I made a video on this in here saying, man, I appreciate Juvenile and T.I., both of them kind of like making hit records in 2026, but it's still catered to your original older millennial audience. And daughter, you know, people wanted to argue with me about Juvenile don't make music for the millennials. He make it for what's the people before the millennials?
Gen Z.
Yeah, Gen Z. It's this Juvenile's is Gen Z, right? That's the older people, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Y'all, we
nigga, we millennials.
No,
I think Gen Z started. It ended at like 80, and then 81 ahead is millennials, something like that.
Oh, I thought Gen. So what is it now? Like Gen X? So
yeah, it's like Gen X or something like that.
I thought Gen Z. I thought.
So people was wanting to argue. I'm like, bro, I was in high school when the High Boys was the High Boys. You're not about to sit here and tell me to fucking whatever you sit here trying to tell me, nigga, did. And I was in the 9th grade. Like, you're not about to sit here and tell me that fucking Cash Money or the Hot Boys is for anything else besides fucking millennials. Cool if you motherfuckers was a little bit older than that and y'all like the Hot Boys too, that's cool. But nigga, the Hot Boys is some millennial shit. Juvenile, Lil Wayne, BG, and Turk, them niggas was in my high school days. I remember going to school with bitches and they had a crush on Turk and fucking BG. Like, I'm not about to sit here, and Lil Wayne, like, I ain't about to sit here and argue with y'all. But niggas, I'm talking about literally was in like trying to like beat me down. And I'm like, all right, whatever you say. But it was a lot of people who was defending me like, y'all tripping. Like, people was in that joint. Like, I'm 42 years old. Nigga, I was in high school when the Hot Boys came out. This is definitely some millennial shit. But again, like I said, shout outs to Juvenile.
So they said they made music for the
people older than us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I'm talking about like they was literally
and they probably
because they trying to say
because when you say Gen Z, that's probably what it is. Like, you probably couldn't get it confused because that's what I'm saying.
Gen X is 1965 to 1980. So that's what they were saying. Was it
Yeah.
Gen X? Okay.
So Gen Z is
Gen Z is now. Well, now is some alpha.
Gen Z is 97 to 2012.
Maybe then that's probably why they said Gen Z. Because what did they say? They said Gen Z or Gen?
No, they were trying to say whatever's older than us.
Oh.
But again, like I said, shout outs to Juvenile and then shout outs to Meg Thee Stallion. And one of the cool things about the internet is as soon as this Juvenile song kind of started to go viral, and I had a homegirl of mine and she was DMing me like when this Juvenile joint literally first started to go viral because of older millennial women making videos, shaking their ass in their house or in their bathroom in their robes and their moo-moos and shit like that, trying to be old and still trying to be cute. When they were making videos and making this song go viral, people were sitting here saying like, oh, I want to hear Meg on here. I know Meg will go crazy on here. Then some people were saying Mona Lee Cleo and Kinderman and all these other different women who are realistically are more Southern women with that style. But of course, to me, realistically, the go-to person that made the most sense and who absolutely came on here and killed it. And I love the fact that Meg Thee Stallion is tapped in enough with her fan base and on the internet enough to see people constantly tagging her in this song and kept asking and requesting for her to get on this song and her to get on the song, and she over-delivered. Like, she did definitely, I'm talking about Meg Thee Stallion did not miss a beat on that fucking song. Meg Thee Stallion absolutely did exactly what she was supposed to on that song. So shout outs to Meg Thee Stallion and shout outs to Juvenile. It's just cool that Juvenile got him a hit and T.I. also had him a hit. And for people to sit here and trying to say that T.I. was fucking clout chasing with this 50 Cent shit, y'all can kiss my ass. That song that T.I. got on this right now is the #1 global achievement on all urban music platforms. Let them know by T.I., produced by Pharrell, is #1 on urban radio, #1 on the Shady 4-5 countdown, #1 trending sound on Instagram, and #1. Damn, it's #1 on the top. The #1 Shazam song on the U.S. Billboard Top 200 songs, and #1 on digital rap sales on Billboard. So again, like I said, shout out to T.I. So
now, I use the Shazam for the first time.
How do that work? I'll be always hearing people talk about it, but I never use it.
You just press the button on your phone.
What you mean? What's the button?
The little, when you pull the little thing down right here. Like if the music playing, you just press it, and it.
Where is it?
Right.
Oh, okay. I never seen it before.
No, because I had the radio on, and it was a Kanye West song, and I'm like, I ain't never heard this shit.
So
before.
why I don't got that button on my phone?
You probably don't have it on set. You probably got.
Oh, you got set it on.
Yeah, it was a Kanye West song, and I played the joint, and it took me to Apple Music. It's a brand new song that he got out, and I'm like, damn, I ain't like that's kind of crazy. Like it went under the radar, nobody. What's name? And I'm like, damn, but it keep getting radio play.
It's a new Kanye song.
Yeah, it's a brand new Kanye.
Oh yeah,
and that joint been getting played, and I was just like, damn. But that was my first time actually using it, because like I said, I'd never used it before, and that was my first time. I'm like, oh shit.
Shout out to Juvenile. Shout outs to T.I. I really shout outs to. You got to shout out both of them, but damn, shout outs to Juvenile. Like, he just caught that shit like off the whim. Like, I'm sure nobody. I know he wasn't expecting it. Nobody could expect it. Like, you just think about like him coming off. I mean, of course.
But didn't he put something before that? Everybody was talking about before the. I think it was before the battle.
I want to say he put out like a project where he put out a couple of songs that people was fucking with, but not fucking with it to this capacity. Let's go real quick. Back into.
Do you guys see how many women are getting reconstructive surgery? Like Bernice Burgos just opened up about it. Cardi B says she's going to do it in the near future. Dream Doll, Queen Naja has all shared their stories about it. And this is just a message to all women. You really need to love your body more. Stop changing your body for trends. Women were doing this, and I'll even say girls were doing this at 18, 19 years old before they even had grown women weight, had kids. And now they're stuck with a body that they hate because that body's no longer in. It grew in different places. It looks crazy. And now you're forced to spend a lot of money to get reconstructive surgery, and it's so high risk. So you really got to love yourself more. When it comes to surgery, and I said this years ago, Lipo 360 is the only surgery I really recommend when it comes to changing your body lower half, because it gives the illusion that your butt is bigger already, and then you can work out, you can grow your glutes. But stop getting all these surgeries on your body to change it for trends, because now a lot of women are stuck who can't afford that surgery with a body that they don't like, that they now feel ashamed about, instead of just working out, instead of just being confident with who they are. So be very careful when it comes to your body. Stop changing it and following trends. Your body's not a trend. Do you?
And again, shout outs to this young lady for saying that, and then shout outs to Cardi B and for Bernice Burgos for them just actually even being I guess being open and even talking about this on a public platform, because I did see Bernice made a video when she was like damn near fresh out of the hospital with her video, sitting here talking about her surgery. So I mean, I do appreciate people actually sitting here just being honest and coming out and telling people up front like what they got going on, and just things that some people normally 9 times out of 10 probably wouldn't realistically normally even talk about. So I do appreciate Bernice for coming out saying that, especially for it being Bernice, because Bernice is one of those people who are like, super praised for her good looks and stuff like that. So I'm sure for a lot of times for people, it kind of would have went under the radar if she didn't say, she didn't come out and say that. So again, like I said, shout outs to Bernice. I do want to play one of those clips from, I ain't gonna lie to you, this one kind of, man, I just gotta play this.
I'm at a loss as to what to do with my wife's request. I'm a 54-year-old male. She's a 51-year-old female. My wife and I have been married since 2001 and been together since 1999. She is the most intelligent, thoughtful, caring, loyal person I know. And I have always thought of myself as fortunate to have met and married her. She is, even today, aesthetically beautiful, and men have told her this throughout our marriage. She has always shot them down.
As she should.
Earlier this year, she was diagnosed with uterine cancer, stage 1. And had a full hysterectomy. I was never concerned about the cancer. It was diagnosed early, dealt with quickly, and she made a full recovery. I took time off from work to look after her after surgery, and all seemed well. There were some emotional instances on her part, and although I'm not an emotional person, we dealt with them together. After her recovery, she was insistent that we start living our lives to the fullest.
Oh, wow.
We took a 10-day trip to Europe, followed by a trip to Belize.
Nice.
We also have a trip in the UK, Spain, and Portugal later this year.
Great living.
I am fine with all these things, building memories and crossing things off our bucket list adventures. I also understand that these are the results of her feeling fragile. She also took up yoga, swimming, and healthy cooking classes. I am fully on board with everything until last week.
Of course.
She came home from work and told me she wanted a hall pass.
Oh, wow. She said that was fun, but that wasn't fun enough.
A one-time opportunity for her to have sex with someone else besides me.
Wow.
She said that since her cancer diagnosis, her outlook on life has changed. She doesn't want to be handcuffed from doing the things she wants to do. She explained that there was this guy at work that she has always had some attraction to. He is leaving the company and she will never see him again. So this is the perfect opportunity to sleep with someone else. She said that I could say no, of course, but that she would be mad/disappointed at me for the foreseeable future, and that it would be a confirmation of my male toxicity and insecurity.
No, what? Why is she even interested in sleeping with old buddy in the first place? She ain't getting satisfied at home.
I don't know, but they've been together since 1999. They too old for this.
They are.
Oh, there's more.
Of course.
I don't consider myself to be toxic. And if not wanting your wife of 20 plus years to have sex with someone else is insecure, then I guess I'm insecure.
Right. What?
I told her that I appreciate her talking to me about this, but approval via coercion is not approval. I also said that I do not appreciate her language in describing my as of yet unknown reaction to this very large issue that could affect the rest of our lives and our marriage. I got up in the morning and she basically said that she was sorry for putting such a large decision solely on my shoulders and that she was going to help me out by taking the decision away from me. She booked a hotel near where the coworkers were having a sending off party for the guy, and she would spend the night there with him and hope that I would be here when she got back.
You trifling. Yeah, your wife trifling.
She's a bad mamma jamma, huh?
Yeah.
Just as fine as she can be. I bet she fine. All right, let's keep going.
I bet you she not. For real.
That she would answer any of my questions I have after the night, after it happened, but not before. She will not tell me who he is or anything about him because she knows me too well that I will dwell and obsess over him, and that would make it too real for me, which is pretty accurate. Her point of view is that the less I know, the better, which contradicts her offer to tell me anything I wanted to know after it happened. I think she knows I want to know and ask anything, or she simply will not tell me. A part of me thinks at least she has been honest with me, and she's been through a lot since finding out that she had cancer. So maybe I should just let it happen.
Wow.
I certainly have no concept of what she has went through, so I cannot dismiss how this affected her mental state / outlook on life. Part of me wants to put my foot down and say this is not going to happen and deal with the consequences when they do happen. Her best friend called me callous for even suggesting that I wouldn't let it happen, because I have no idea what she went through. I found it hard to believe that she was okay with the possibility of throwing away 20 plus years of marriage over some guy she has no relationship with outside of work.
Your audacity to even bring that to your husband.
He said, or maybe I should call her bluff. Maybe she thinks similarly that I won't throw away our marriage because of a simple one encounter. I just don't know what to do. I empathize with her, and then in an instant later, I'm angry at her. Part of me wants to know who the guy is. What does he look like? What has he gotten that's so thrilling to her? Is he just a safe option? Is he married? Does his wife know? Would I be a callous asshole for saying no? What can I do besides walking away?
Nothing. Walk away. Walk away. What are we talking about?
We're talking about a cancer survivor.
Yeah, that's cool.
who wants to get her groove back.
Yeah, go ahead and groove on out of here.
And she feels like she was knocking on death's door, and she's trying to live her life to the fullest.
You can live your life different ways. You ain't got to go creep around with some other dude. That was like completely disrespectful.
Oh,
your
yeah.
marriage.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But I've never been faced with something so life threatening.
Y'all want to go ahead? Y'all got it.
I feel like he should just leave. He should leave her.
But do you? I guess then I got a better question. Do you feel where the woman who is surviving coming from?
I do.
She shouldn't have said shit.
Yeah. That's how
I wouldn't fucking. I wouldn't ask for no damn hall pass. I'd have just did it. I feel like it's more. I think you put yourself in a difficult situation by asking instead of just like you probably had better off like, oh, honey, I'm sorry. It got caught in the moment. Type.
No, I don't think you should. If you're gonna just go out and do it, I don't think you should say nothing. Period.
No, I'm just saying. But if it came like if he was the question about it, for you to just sit here and ask, now he gonna be waiting on pins and he like, oh shit, you doing it today? Or you going today? Like, you know what I'm saying? And the simple fact he said that she spent the night out and all that at the hotel, like, hell, you shouldn't have said shit.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think you should have said nothing at all. What's your thoughts?
Because that's crazy to ask for a hall pass.
She shouldn't have said nothing, but I mean, at that
and then you
point,
go into detail.
But I guess my question is, do you understand where she was coming from?
I mean, you could probably understand, but then is that a reason? Is that justification for like, all right, I just want to go sleep with this? Because what will be the next thing that you want to do? You want to live life. You want to be free. So clearly, you might feel like this marriage is holding you back from doing whatever it is that you want to do. Your second leash on life.
Yeah, I guess because if you listen, when you're listening to it and you sitting here hearing them talk about just, I guess, because you're using the near death experience as like, I've been living life too safe, so I want to live a little bit more. I feel like that's kind of messed up that you kind of almost manipulating your husband because and realistically, even when the people who plan it or reading the letter, because everybody gonna have some type of compassion, especially if you never beat cancer before, you never went through that process, you don't know how it feels, or if you never had any type of form of life or death situation. So you kind of may have a different type of compassion where you trying to feel like, damn, if I put myself in their shoes, would I want to do this? So is that kind of making me feel some type of sympathy for them? I understand.
And then you drag the best friend into it too to vouch for you on that. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's crazy work.
It might have been something that you already wanted to do.
Yeah, but that's when you might as well have just did it and didn't say shit.
Yeah, but it's just that mere death experience. Like, because let's be clear, I'm sure enough people know people who have died from cancer and you kind of never get to really survive it. So I kind of understand where she may feel some type of way.
I mean, you can, like, you absolutely, but then is that fair to your partner? Like they said, there's other ways that you could probably.
Okay, let me ask you this, Mikey. Would you have left her? If she told you that she did that, right? And she was like, I just wanted to, with the cancer and all that,
if I'm being honest, I probably wouldn't. If you saying they've been married together for 20 years and I don't know how bad she got, but listen and say if she really got like super sick and she just looked like let's say that shit really beat her ass. Like let's say chemo and all of that really beat her ass. Like I don't know if y'all seen the video of the young lady.
We talked about it too, I think.
No, I don't think we talked about it. The female, she a rapper. No, the rapper, the young girl. She got the song. You walk like this. What's her name? I think her name a vet, something, a boss vet, something like that. But anyway, she just like her shit got bad. Like she just looked like and she recently had a video where she had to go on a nigga because somebody tried to say something about the way she looked. So I get it. I honestly, I get it. If y'all been together for 20 years and her cancer fight really got bad and she really got like to the point where she was sick, I don't necessarily know if I would care, but I wouldn't. I'm the same way where I don't feel like she should have told me neither. Like I would have hoped that we got a relationship enough where if you really feel like you almost died and you feel that bad, just don't tell me about the shit. Like if you're gonna do it, just do it, dog. So
Flo.
No, fuck no. Not
you said walk like this. That's what.
That's who that song that is. Oh yeah, my bad. Then I said the wrong song. It's that girl got the song. The girl I'm talking about. She have had popular. What's the fuck? Let me see. Let me look Google her John real quick. Damn. It's Boss. What is her name? Boss.
Yeah, I think I would. If you would have told me later on, like, or I found, you know what I'm saying? You asking the question, I think is more hurtful than.
It's Big Balls Vet. She had a song called Snatched. Snatched his soul. Yeah. Yeah, but she literally just literally had like maybe almost a month ago now. I want to say she had her last where she got to ring the bell and you could tell she really like that shit like beat her ass. So I mean I would like I guess like when you want to have some type of real sympathy for your person, especially if y'all been together for 20 years, you damn near gotta have sympathy for them. Because I don't know what it mentally done for you. That's just like somebody come back from war right now. Like, you don't know what that shit really do to somebody. So I can't. Yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't want to know. Like, don't ask me. Don't tell me about this shit. Like, yeah, I'm cool. I don't know. I should have played this shit earlier when we was talking about these people in Dubai. Because there was some people who was making videos who got caught over there. Couldn't. Damn, where these shows
at? Would you try to fly back?
Everyone, my name is Chicago Lee. I am 26 years old. I'm from Chicago. I'm currently in Dubai. I'm in a parking shelter. We've received so many emergency alerts. We've seen the missiles with our own 2 eyes. We've heard the explosions. I don't know exactly what's happening, but I know that for people who are staying on the Palm Jumeirah like me, we are currently taking shelter. So I just wanted to give you all this update for people back home that may not know what's going on. Trump, thanks again for nothing. You get out of America and you still are affected by his food. It's like overwhelming at this point. However, we're safe right now. It's hot. I mean, it's hot. And yeah, so thanks for watching.
All right, so currently in the lobby of my hotel. Y'all probably can hear the emergency message going off. A bomb just hit. I'm not too far away. Kind of felt like an earthquake, very loud noise. Everybody phones going off. Ain't gonna lie, it's kind of crazy, y'all. The lady across the hall from us said she's Lebanese and this is nothing she's experienced it before. So it kind of made us feel better, but I ain't gonna lie, growing up in the States, we ain't really deal with stuff like this. So just trying to keep calm through it all, remain prayed up, and yeah. Everybody is making their way down to the lobby, starting to fill up. You can like literally smell the debris. You can smell it. You got babies here.
Yeah, I'm still just trying to think. I mean, God praying, knock on wood, and God praying that I don't never get put in one of them type of situations. I just still don't necessarily know if my first instinct is just going to be fucking making TikTok videos. I mean, and maybe their situation is a little bit different because they kind of are in safety and the bomb has already went off. But it's like, I don't even know if I would be calm because you're saying all the flights is canceled. Like, you don't even know if you're going to get home. But you're going to make a TikTok? Again, that should get tricky. Let's go back to local real quick. So,
that's another thing too. Like, how can you? Because I know, like, when you out of the state, like you can't call. You know, so that might be your only way to communicate.
I mean, yeah, that's true too. Because them long distance calls become extremely super expensive. So I mean, you got a point.
Following a story out of Virginia that has a lot of people talking. Police say a woman was attacked outside Pentagon City Mall by a group of teens. They say the woman was trying to step in because she saw the group bullying someone. They were pouring a drink over another teen's head. And when she tried to intervene, tried to say something, police say the group turned on her and assaulted her. This all happened Wednesday night outside the mall. Thankfully, she was not seriously hurt. The teens are believed to be about between 13 and 15 years old. They ran off to the Pentagon City Metro station. And we have reported on issues with teens at Pentagon City before. Last March, the mall actually shut down after a fight broke out when about 100 teens swarmed the food court.
It's just so, I mean, again, when you get old and
you gotta.
Again, when you
don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm pretty sure you was trying to do a right thing, but that's kind of fucked up. Like you up there trying to help somebody out, then you get fucking beat up.
Yeah, you kind of got to mind your fucking business. And that's the sad thing, because you, of course, as an adult and as a parent, you see a kid getting bullied, you kind of want to help them and step in a little bit. But then it's like, damn, you stepping in at your own detriment, to be honest. Excuse me, you kind of got to be careful. Unless you're really ready to knock some little teenagers out. If you ain't ready to knock nobody out, you kind of just got to stand down and stay out of the way. Before I get out of here, I do want to sit here and play this gentleman in Texas kind of speaking on Jasmine Crockett. And it is, I hope Jasmine Crockett do win on Tuesday, because it's a lot of people podcasts that I heard and niggas was kind of sleeping on Jasmine Crockett and acting like they didn't know if she can pull it off and kind of get the job done. So I hope that she win, because I just want to hear a lot of niggas have to backtrack and backpedal on their statement thinking that she couldn't get it done. And she getting it done with realistically just the people support voting for her and the people kind of just donating her money, because she don't have a lot of backing. And this is what this dude about to talk about in this video right here.
Abbott is scared, y'all. That's the only explanation for why he's spending $10 million attacking Jasmine Crockett while ignoring James Tellerico entirely. You don't pour that kind of money into destroying someone unless they have a real shot at beating you. That's the only reason. And if you think that I'm bullshitting,
Oh man, he got fucking music about to play in the back. I hate when these niggas do that shit. Damn. I guess last little relationship shit real quick. I guess my question for y'all, would you be able to take somebody back in a relationship if they tried to sue you? So I will play this clip real quick. So I'm about to play the clip. So this is for people. I'm sure all y'all know who the lady Miss Jackson is. I don't even know who she is because her and Lola friends. So I can't even make this a fucking clip because I don't want Lola in my comments defending this fucking crazy ass lady.
Oh, I know he's talking about.
A lawsuit in Los Angeles County Superior Court on behalf of Chantel Jackson against Floyd Mayweather Jr.
There was a point in my relationship with Floyd that I thought we would be together forever. I loved him so much, and I made sure I took care of him the best way I knew how. I tried my best to make our relationship work by compromising and going to relationship counseling. But I finally realized there was no hope for our relationship, and I could not continue. I love Floyd deeply, but he continued to disappoint and intentionally hurt me. I have been embarrassed and humiliated more than I could ever imagine by Floyd, who I once called my best friend and fiance. I have tried everything I could and I have given Floyd every opportunity to do the same, to do the right thing. Unfortunately, he has refused every opportunity.
We filed a lawsuit.
And it is with a heavy heart that I finally realized that the only way to set the record straight and to achieve justice for what he has done to me is through the filing of this lawsuit.
Flex, let me see. I ain't got a flex. Flex, let me see. I ain't got a flex. Let me see something. I ain't got a flex. I ain't got a flex. I ain't got a flex. You know what it is? I ain't got a flex. Yeah. You ain't got a flex.
So from the last video I played, of course, that was from Floyd Mayweather's recent birthday. She made a post wishing him happy birthday, like happy birthday to my ex or whatever the case may be. So I mean, in that video that she posted of him, that was a newer video of like Floyd Mayweather in like today's time, Floyd Mayweather. So and then his daughter, wrote up under the comment section or wrote in the comment section like, "Oh, does that mean you're gonna be my date for the fight?" And then she just put some and then Miss Jackson responded like with some emojis, basically alluding like she gonna be there. Whatever Floyd Mayweather next fight is coming up, is either going to be the Mike Tyson one or it's going to be the Manny Pacquiao jump.
And it's the same one who used to mess with
Nelly.
Okay.
Yeah, and basically the same one who said that she gave Nelly his space to think if it was supposed to be meant, it's going to come back together. I ain't gonna lie to you, Floyd Mayweather.
I probably would have took her back because if it didn't go nowhere,
you would have took her back after the clip I just played.
It didn't go nowhere.
What did you sue me for to begin with?
I don't think she. Because it was something domestic. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it went anywhere.
Yeah, I'm not. You crazy as shit. I ain't taking nobody back. You only got one time to play that shit with me. You playing police games like that, nigga. She had a press conference and was trying to basically get this nigga locked up and sue this nigga for domestic violence. I'm not getting back in no relationship with somebody willing to do all that. Because I mean, of course it's boxing, so boxing don't have no they don't got no real. You can't. It's hard to get canceled as boxers, and that's one of the reasons why Floyd Mayweather this nigga done went to he literally had to go sit in jail before, and that's one of the reasons why it's hard for
But
them.
I don't think it was because of her, was it?
I don't necessarily know if it was her because I mean I don't follow Floyd Mayweather like that, but I'm just sitting here saying nigga, that type of you ain't about to sit here and do no shit like this to me, and I got to sit here and take you back. Like what the hell we talking about? Like that's crazy.
And if it's domestic violence, why would she even want to get back with you to begin with?
You know why? That fucking money. That money will do it every goddamn time. That money will make you do funny shit every single goddamn time. It'll never miss. Me personally, it was kind of crazy. Even to see her post, because even for you to sit here and post a picture or video of your ex and wishing them happy birthday, I don't give a fuck who it is or what it is. It kind of you doing it almost like it's basically like almost like a quiet dog whistle to let motherfuckers know like me and this person back fucking with each other. Because I'm sure he didn't have endless birthdays and already passed, and you ain't never publicly fucking wish him happy birthday before. So again, like I said, I mean, money make people do all types of crazy shit. I'm trying to make sure I got all my topics out of here before we get out of here. What was this one? It's about voting.
Act like the SAVE Act is very likely more aimed at voter suppression and at keeping key demographics that the Republican Party does not want voting to not show out and vote. I think very often minority demographics.
That's not true.
So this is the thing where
That's
the
not
suggestion is it's going to keep the black vote down. I've got two black panelists here. Ajwa,
That's not
do you
true.
have ID and proof of citizenship?
Yeah, and if I need a copy of my birth certificate, it's just a matter of going online or going up to the department and asking for it and showing my information to get it. I mean, to say that it would negatively affect a minority group because they're somehow not educated enough to get these documents is completely outrageous.
So for people who don't know what that clip is or what's going on, and if you haven't been paying attention, so it's basically, of course, Donald Trump did his State of the Union thing, and he's trying to get a bill passed that's called the SAVE Act, and we're basically trying to make it more difficult for people to be able to vote. So you're going to need more forms of real identification. You're not going to be able to just bring your regular driver's license if you need to register to vote or if you need to re-register if you're moving somewhere else. So you're going to need your security. They sit here trying to make you need your social security card and you're going to need your birth certificate, or you will need a passport, because realistically to get a passport you will already have to show all of these things already. So and the crazy thing is, I guess, for the talking point for a lot of people, they're trying to basically sit here and say it's going to be harder for black people, because trying to sit and say most black people don't have their passports and shit like that. So it's kind of almost like it's basically almost a racial undertone to it as well. So that's what kind of also make it a little bit crazier. So again, like I said,
see, I think that that goes to that mail-in ballot shit that y'all start letting get off. Because a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, using their addresses, they don't live there no more. So I think that's a lot of that comes with that.
I mean, maybe I don't have no real.
Because I mean, you show your ID anyway when you go in to vote anyway. So I don't what I need.
Yeah, I think some places just don't though. If you already registered to vote, I think it just depends on where you voting at. If you have to show ID or if you don't got to show ID. Real quick before just a little bit of music news. Did you know that fucking Roscoe Dash helped write the hook for Lotus Flower Bomb?
I give a fuck about that shit. I don't get it.
What you mean you don't get what?
Like, if you didn't talk about it when it was out, why now? Like, what?
I still would want my credit. I ain't gonna sit and say I wouldn't.
So you saying, okay? So that's what he's not getting credit for it. That's
no. He basically was sitting here saying that Miguel did an interview and Miguel tried to play with him like he ain't know who fucking Roscoe Dash was, and he was like, "Nigga, how the fuck you don't know who I am?" And I wrote one of the biggest hooks.
Oh, okay. See, I thought he was saying, all right, I got it now. Yeah, so yeah, I probably would say something there.
Hell yeah, I would say something. And I would say something. I would just say something just off the strength, nigga. That's one of Wale and Miguel's biggest songs, and nobody know you had nothing to do with it.
But that's what I'm saying. But if I said it beforehand, like I said, but for bringing it up now, it's like, damn, why are you bringing it up now? But if you're saying, oh, I wasn't getting credit for it, and Miguel did an interview, and he's, you know, slighted me on that too. Oh yeah, no, that's when I would say something.
Yeah, I feel like let me play this little shit about the T.I.
I get, ain't gonna lie. Now I get it. You feel me? 50 Cent went out your mama. I get it. But you gotta know when to stay in a child's place. Like what? That's why I'm saying who raised these new niggas? Like, because that's between his dad, that's between T.I. and 50. You not like that. You was raised a whole different way. So to go out there and just like, okay, I get it. He called your mom ugly. That's wrong. Cool. But you talking like, you gotta, like, dude, people forget that 50 really one of them ones. Like, don't let the millions of dollars fool you. He really bought all the.
You know the crazy thing is, and this I'll let this be the last topic, because I think a lot of, and this is why I kind of almost hate New York people. Besides y'all trying to claim fucking mumbo sauce, y'all be giving 50 Cent a lot of credit for being a fucking victim. Like, and that's the shit that kind of is like mind-boggling me. Even when people sitting here talking about King and sitting here saying, oh, he was raising. Y'all know that y'all have seen videos of King. You've never seen 50 Cent fight no fucking body. Of course, yeah, 50 Cent used to box. No, you didn't seen that nigga fight endless. Listen what I'm saying. We seen him fight endless niggas. You seen him actually go to the car and pull the fucking strap out and a nigga in front of the fucking trap museum. Like, what are we talking about? Like, that's the shit to be like, y'all, people see maybe be so much stuff going on the internet, so some people just kind of don't put certain things to the back of their mind and remember. But y'all talking like this nigga King is just pussy just because his fucking father is fucking T.I. Like, he just supposed to be some type of bitch and supposed to let a nigga play with his mother. Like, what the fuck are y'all saying? Because I'm raised in a good household, I'm supposed to let a nigga disrespect my mother? Are y'all fucking stupid?
Now, if you would have said the other one, you know what I'm saying, that I'd probably be like, all right, cool. But that's what I'm saying.
Even that though, but people be talking like, oh, 50 Cent really, like 50 Cent ain't never been to jail for shit. T.I. actually went and set time in a real fucking federal prison before. For like buying guns. Like, he literally been in shootouts before. 50 Cent has just got violated. Y'all niggas praise 50 Cent for getting shot, not for shooting somebody. Like, that shit be crazy to me. Like, when niggas be almost damn near rewriting history for 50 Cent, like, oh, 50 Cent just some super tough, thorough nigga. Like, what the, y'all ain't seen 50 Cent do no tough shit besides them niggas jump gunplay before. So that just be my thing. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, New York niggas be getting super crazy when they get on these podcasts and y'all be gassing y'all people. And I'm not mad. I mean, you gonna ride for your own hometown, but y'all be talking like T.I. just some fucking type of sucker and let niggas be playing with him. Like, that nigga T.I. has actually been to jail. 50 Cent ain't never been to jail. He been to the hospital for getting clapped. Like, the fuck are we talking about? Man, y'all niggas be tripping. Again, like I said, a lot of people who sitting here sucking 50 Cent dick, y'all be the same niggas who be on y'all podcast and y'all be shitting on 50 Cent show. Like, pick a side, nigga. Y'all fucking, you support 50 and you fuck with 50 or you don't. So that's the crazy thing to me with that whole situation. I think a lot of y'all niggas be playing with niggas like niggas is supposed to just lay down and let 50 Cent do whatever the fuck you want. Like, that's just not how it work in the real world. Shout outs to T.I. Shout outs to T.I. and his kids for stepping behind their mother. I'm not mad at y'all. I totally support that shit. But again, I told y'all 2 weeks ago that fucking Damani was really like that when it came to some rapping shit. So it's sad that you had to listen to a diss song to really realize how great he was. And again, like I said, each and every Tuesday, like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell another friend. And on Sunday nights, if you need something else to watch, because I know a lot of sports is running a little bit low. And real quick, just my last little rant. I say this all the time, because I actually heard a nigga in the gym complaining about this today, and he was saying like how, and I kind of, but I'm just not a fan of just talking to random people. But I heard him complaining about, man, I don't even know what channel to watch the NBA on, and which I get. I say this every week. The NBA does a bad job at just broadcasting podcasts and people who talk about the NBA, because the NBA actually, and then that's just because every fucking podcast feel like it gotta be a debate show and niggas don't give up information. And I think that's the worst thing for the NBA, because literally every podcast niggas just like wanted to debate. have hot takes and debate, and niggas don't be wanting to give out information. If the NBA actually had a show that's dedicated to telling people, talking about the games that's about to come up, like with the NFL, because the NFL don't have no issues with this shit, because the NFL gonna have shows that's gonna lead up in the week that's telling you, hey, this game is coming on, this is a big game. The NBA don't have that. They only talk about games after they already been passed, and that's why so many niggas miss out on games, and there is a space for that. I don't want to fill that space, so I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to say, but I'm just here to tell niggas that is the NBA biggest problem. It's not about it being on a bunch of different networks or channels. There is no show that tell people before the day of those games. It's only niggas talking about the games after they already played, and that's why niggas don't know what channel, because you can't make it like it's hard to be like, nigga, that's, you know how stupid that shit sounds to me. I don't know which fucking streaming service that I already pay my money for to cut on and watch, the same way, nigga, you know what fucking movie to go fucking watch. But that's because people are already leading up to the promo. I think the NBA does a horrible job at, they don't, even on their pages, they don't promote the games before they come out. You're only just showing highlights. That's one of probably the biggest fuck ups between Adam Silver. It's not about how many different networks they on, because nigga, I watch different networks to watch different shows.
Yeah, but you probably don't pay. Like I said, I ain't know the game yesterday came on at 2:30 when Miami played the Rockets.
But again, that's because that goes on to the teams, and that goes on the actual NBA. Because
no, but it was it was on Prime. But that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. But that's the NBA job to promote it to you beforehand. It's not because it's on Prime that you missed it. You didn't know it was on it because nobody didn't promote it. Somebody has to promote it beforehand. It's not because it's on Prime. Like that I think people are making it an excuse where it's saying it's because there's on the networks. No, it's because nobody's promoting it before the game actually come on. Like that's it. Like you can't sit here. The NBA games ain't on no different channel from the NFL. The same day on the same exact channels as the NFL, but the NFL already always got people promoting these games before the games actually come on. The NBA is they do reverse with this shit. You only talk about games after they already played. Nobody talk about and promote the games before they come on. That's the NBA's biggest problem. Again, like I said, man, like, share, and subscribe each and every Tuesday. Right back here. I'll holler at y'all next week. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I don't necessarily know how many more. I don't even know what the link count is, because I ain't gonna lie to you though. I can't wait for it. And the crazy thing is, I feel
for what?
Huh?
You can't wait.
I almost want to sit here and say I can't wait for candy, but I'm kind of like, I'm over it. I ain't gonna lie, the 7-Eleven cookies kind of been saving me. I've been kind of just fighting off not fucking with the peanut butter Jones. I feel like ever since Erica said something about them, I feel like every 7-Eleven I go into now, they always got them goddamn peanut butter cookies. So I'm sure probably eventually I'll cave in and try them Jones, but I've been just trying to stick to kind of what I know already. But again, like I said, like, share, and subscribe each and every Tuesday. Right back here. I'll holler at y'all next week.